And good evening, folks. Fox and Outdoors here, aka Cliff. Welcome to another glorious Saturday night. Once more, live from my cluttered living space. Just chilling here, munching on some dinner, which I'm trying to stuff my face full of as much as I can before I either start losing my appetite or my food gets cold. Good evening, Colin. How's it going? Good to see you. How's it going, Jenny? And there's Mrs. Amanda and Grace. Grace is in third today. Ooh, Blake is in fourth. Blake failed to enter properly. So, Blake, do me a favor. Leave and then come back and do it the right way. Ooh, nice. Oh, good evening, Ian. And there is Mr. Jason. Or is it Mrs. Jason and Mr. Molly? Because today is a weird day. I am sick and tired of the damn wind. It is driving me nuts. I am tired of breathing in dust, dirt, and other things. There you go. All right, I'll allow it, Blake. I will allow it. Since apparently YouTube is... Don't know why it's considered what Blake always does as spam. So, yeah, I don't know. I just decided to whack him on that. Who knows? I couldn't tell you. But anyways, nope, not one time yet. My stuff is still chilling in the fridge. For some reason, I read that as be right back, need an iPad, and I don't know why. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who are curious, yet again, another lasagna. Lasagna. Because lasagna. I'm actually liking this particular size portion. That other size, I would eat it, and I'd eat like 3/4 of it, and I'd still be like dying over here because not that I'm hungry, it's just that was just too much food. This right here, perfect portion for me at this point, since I don't eat like a trash can anymore. And there's Miss Molly. Good to see everybody tonight. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. My week has been super windy. Cut down a tree. I sat there and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a little toasty on one side of the brain. The other side's not as toasty. Look, there's like no toast on that side. But this side, hard to tell, but yeah, I got a little crispy on this side because of the way I was standing chopping mulch. But what I ended up doing was, like I said yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday on the little mini live that I did. I ended up getting, with all of the stuff that I munched in my muncher, I got 2 10-gallon buckets full of mulch, tree mulch, basically tree branches chopped into little munched little bits. I have a 16-inch, or no, I think it's my 16-inch or 18-inch. I think it's the 18 or 24-inch plastic whiskey barrel planter. That one is completely full, and then I have the standard the 16-inch or 12-inch. I can't remember. I think those are the 16-inch, the small ones. I think they're 16, 18, and 24. So I got that one. I got those completely full to the max. I got to find a spot to set them, and I'm going to let them cook for about a month. So whatever was in there that helped possibly kill my trees, or killed the trees, will be burned off or cooked out, and then I can start using that as a good mulch, or I just stick it in the compost pile and compost it that way. Evening, Rob. How's it going? Good to see you. Nice. Yeah, I caught your 4-minute short one. with the, oh man, what the heck? And then I was partially watching the other one, but I didn't quite get a chance to finish it because obviously I had to be on here. Dimmies sound like a cookie. I've got everybody in here tonight. Yeah. I'm all super happy. Oh, dim sims. Dim sum. Dimmies. Ooh, with eggplant germinated. Nice. I actually still have 2 out of 3 of my plants from last year that I overwintered. Actually survived. Actually, sorry, I had 4 in there. So 2 out of 4 survived. But they're also in a very small pot. Oh, God, that tastes so watery. What the heck? Ah. Nice. Oh, that tastes much better now that I stirred it. Yeah, I think so I've had a pretty much an epic fail with the Jiffy Tree tray set that we've been modified and we're doing the thingy for. I think my heating pad is no good. So I'm gonna have to buy a new heating pad and start all over. Yeah, dim sum. Sorry. The easiest way I can explain this, Blake, or for those of you who are, I mean, if you understand her description, essentially it's an egg roll. So yeah, what she calls dimmies is apparently an egg roll, or what we Americans call an egg roll. That's crazy that you got those after 3 days there, Jason. That's nuts. Yeah, my stuff is my stuff is just chilling down in the tray over here. I'll bring it up here in a bit just to show you guys. It hasn't really gotten any bigger since in the last 2 days, but I'm just chilling in there. They've got the grow light on. They're just getting bigger and bigger. Stalks are getting a little thicker. And every once in a while, every couple of days, I turn this thing over and I move it, and I let them get a little directional, or well, I guess I can't say omnidirectional wind. I guess it's just one direction wind. So wherever this thing is placed, I put it there. So they get a little bit of breeze, so the stalks can thicken up, so they're not super flimsy when I transplant. And I just got buzzed again. Everyone is sending messages like crazy today. No, I cannot. Blake can suffer like I have. Okay, so kind of. Stop it. So that is apparently what she is talking about. These are dimmies. It looks kind of like a little mini egg roll to me. I'm always suffering. Somebody else sent me a picture. Jason sent me. Everybody sending me photos all of a sudden. Nice. 2 out of 5 so far. Not bad. I do need to start trying out those little seed trays that I bought. So just to let you know, 10 out of 10 on the eggplant. Nice. So on these ones, Jason, just to let you know, since you can, I don't know if you might be able to find them at your location. These are the little pots like we discussed. These are the 2.3s or 2.5s, whatever the hell they said, 2.4s. They do make the 4-inch pot. same style, but you only get them in a pack of, I think they come in like a pack of 10. And they're like 4 or 5, I think they're like $4 or $5. But they only come, like I said, they only come in a pack of 10. So you could probably try planting the Armenians in these, see how well they do. But you're going to need to keep them in something that retains a lot of water, or at least keeps the containers themselves wet. So since Jason's not up here, I will show you guys. Those are his cucumbers. So look, you can see the reflection of my light. The cucumbers. How germinated. So everything is going super good so far. I was outside actually in the greenhouse earlier, but when I got home and I had to move some plants around because that one random pot that I have the 3 or 4 sunflowers in that are just in there just off their own, don't even know how they got in that planter. But yeah, those things are shit. Stalks are getting to about this thickness. This is a pen, so they're getting that thick. And they're already almost 2 feet tall. I actually had to turn the thing around because they were all stuck like this. Like the leaves were just plastered. All the top leaves were just plastered, like almost like glued to the top screen. Chicken butt, Amanda. Chicken butt. That's what. Jason apparently says there's a third one, which I missed. Don't know how I missed it. I only seen the 2. Let's try that again. I'm only seeing the 2 so far. Unless that one popped up in the last few minutes or hours. I was just barely breaking the surface. Okay. Oh, nice. Is it going to be like a mesh netted one or kind of like a hard side one, similar to like what I have? Or something kind of similar to like what Jason has? Yeah, since we're doing greenhouses. You know what? Let me break out my tablet. I didn't want to, but I will bust out the tablet today. I'm still trying to eat, but whatever. Live stream. Give me a second. I have the most complicated password for this damn thing. Where is my... Or should I actually forgot that was my thingy on there. I don't use Google, so I don't have the Google page on here. Never using the Google. I haven't done it yet. I have not done it yet. The other one's starting to get the same thickness, so I might get the little hair soon. But I was out there earlier, and I was almost tempted to film it, but I couldn't. I left my phone inside when I was doing stuff. I was just watering some of the plants that were in there because they were getting a little dry. I have a thing of onions in there, and that stupid thing, for some odd reason, dries out every like 2 days, and I'm like, but there's like 20,000 flower heads on it. What was I looking for? God, my brain just shut off. Ooh, man. Don't care. There's got to be a way to get a bigger image on here. Oh, there we go. Oh, hell, way better. So you're talking about like one like this one, like something like this, Amanda? Like those little kind of like cloth style pop-up greenhouses? Should have. Hopefully I had that left on there long enough to visually see it. And it's raining like hell right now. Yeah, give me 1 second, folks. I will be right back. I know I can hear it just plowing on top of the. I was like, it's raining like heck now.
Yeah. I think it stopped because I just checked. I'm like, oh, I guess we're done. And apparently not.
Come down pretty decently. Steady.
At least our pipe will be on.
Sorry, I was hoping to try to do that not so loud. My ears are all popped now. I think that one's the 4x5 or something like that is what the dimension on that one is. So you guys are going with like a 3x3. Yeah, this one's 56 by 56 by 75. 75 is the peak height at the arch, at the top of the arch. 56 to 56 is basically that one's a 5x5 square. It was a lonely trombone. Stop. I don't know. I kind of wanted they had a nice one. Yeah, piss off. Stop. Piss off. So here's a funny one, guys. So check this out. So they have this style of greenhouse. It's about $2,000. Yes, it's still a little expensive, but it's a kit you can buy. Funny thing is, Costco sells this. The exact same damn greenhouse. Exact same greenhouse. I've run across it on Costco's website, which is absolutely funny. I think Costco sells it for, I think it's like 13 to 1,500 bucks. And it's not a bad greenhouse. It's I think they're dimension 6.7 by 7.5 by. How is that even possible? Okay. I was trying to figure out how the top of the ridge was wider than the footprint for the bottom, and that's because of they're doing the outside dimensions where they have these little cappers. But essentially, it's a 6 by 7 by 7 by 5 by 7 by 7. So at peak height, it's 7'7". It doesn't look like it comes with a foundation, so you would either have to put it on a foundation or a concrete slab. And then they do have, oh, I can't get it to zoom in much farther. This is what I'm going to get. So the little thing on the top corner over here is the actual gardening dimension. So you got 5'9" by 4'5". The orange spot is the actual floor. The whites, basically the white L-looking sector is the shelving, which you can see right here on this picture. Ah! Oops. I don't know where that went. Ah! Stop it! Very sensitive. Very sensitive. But I'm pretty sure that's like $2,000. Yeah, that one's 1,700 bucks. And they got the same one from Solar Town for 2,000. Backyard Discovery has a nice little one. It's a 9 by 6, kind of like a little bungalow. That's what it looks like. Kind of. Are you skank sandwich pickle shit? Stop doing stuff I don't want you to do. So there's that one. That's like a kind of like a halfer. But I think what you could easily do on this one is you can buy 2 of these, stick them together, or just make a really long one. Cut 2 of the walls off, put them together, and do it that way. Yeah, you could probably turn it into a steam room if you really wanted to. But yeah, essentially that's what I mean. Those are some of the ones that are out there that you can get. Some of the decent ones. I mean, you can get, well, they got an 8 foot by 10 foot wide easy greenhouse kit for $230 from Wayfair. But you're going to have to seriously be spending some time putting that sucker together. Yeah, they got a 6 by 4 by 7 polycarbonate, same style as the other one. No vent though, which really sucks unless the vent's on the back wall. But yeah, some of these are pretty nice. Some of them I would say could use a little bit of redesign work, but I mean for the price, that's what you're going to get. I am dropping bits and pieces of my lasagna everywhere. But yeah, I do like Mind Grace just because of the fact that, like you said, I have the clear walls all the way down, so I get sunlight all the way to the floor. Though that particular style of greenhouse is really only designed for summertime, I guess. In wintertime, that's going to be useless. I'd say it's more for keeping plants warm during the winter months than anything else. You don't want to use that as propagation, but there's just not enough sunlight in there. The only way to bypass that would be to, I would say, essentially run some grow lights around the bottom up under the shelf, and then run them on a switch, and you just walk in there, hit the switch, turn on all the grow lights. That way, if you have anything on the floor under that L, it'll get enough artificial light to sustain itself, and it won't kill off any of your plants. Ouch. Jason's going for that Arizona summer heat right there. Yeah, Thursday. What did mine get up to Thursday? I think mine got up to 105 before I caught it. So how much space does your granddad have for his for the greenhouse, Amanda? Oh, snap. Yeah, I caught mine before noon. So I wasn't at peak sun, but we kind of had like intermittent clouds. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I still got toasty in there. So I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys or not, either last week or on a live in passing. I'm actually half tempted where I have my compost bin in between the Jeep and the trailer. Sorry for the sinuses. I got here and I was fine until like 20, 30 minutes ago, and then my shit just decided to be weird. So wait, at your mom's house or your granddad's house? Now I'm confused. Because I thought you were staying with your mom. So I'm confused on that one. But yeah. Anyways, I was actually half tempted to convert that whole thing, which is going to be a bug nest. I swear to God, it'll end up being a bug nest. But I was half thinking of getting shorter planters and running two little short row planters, about maybe foot and a half, anywhere between 14 to 16 inches, running two vertical or two horizontal rows. So basically, I would have like, yeah, it's really hard to explain. And it's like trying to explain what I like have to draw it out. You know what? I got a paper over here. I'm going to draw something. I've got all kinds of random stuff to draw things on, but nothing to actually draw stuff on. when you need to draw, it's really, you know what, I got this. Give me a second. I'm going to try to draw a sort of mini example of what I was actually planning on with my square. It may not be pretty, but bear with me. This is just going to be what it's going to be. I'm trying to make this as nice as possible. So it looks relatively understandable. Because I feel like trying to explain it, it's going to be like trying to explain Chinese to a Frenchman. And yes, this image may look a little sus, so bear with me on that one. So similar to like this, I guess a pair of pants would be the best explanation. So the big square is the compost. And then I was thinking of turning these little sides into little mini garden beds, and then I can walk in between there, be able to turn my compost. But I was thinking of turning that whole thing into like a supplemental, like a little archway greenhouse for just other beneficial purposes, because all of that stuff in the summertime, if I can get that covered, as that stuff's breaking down, it'll generate heat. So as long as if I have a clear shell over it, it'll generate heat, break that stuff down. That stuff, as it's breaking down, will generate more heat, and it'll actually keep that whole thing heated. Good evening, Cecilia. How are you doing? So that's kind of where I was. Oh, you're getting a greenhouse off of your granddad or of your granddad? I'm still a smidge confused. I'm assuming you're getting one from him. Oh, my sinuses are being stupid right now. Ooh, and we have Mr. Bill in the house. How's it going, Bill? Wickershire Farms. Or sorry, Wickershire Project Off Grid. How's it going? Nice. Oh, he's giving you a greenhouse. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, you want to talk about projecting too? This gentleman right over here, Mr. Bill, aka Wickershire Project, he's got a lot of stuff going on right now, as is. As long as he's not being pestered by the goose. The goose is loose and always on Bill's caboose. Everywhere he goes, the goose goes. Oh yeah, you're telling me. I did mine without the lights, and I think within 7 days, my first 2 or 3 plants were already touching the top of the lid, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me, man!" So I've just taken them off, and I throw them under. I still got them on the heat pad, but yeah, they're under grow lights now, or a grow light, and I just water them every once in a while, and throw my fan in front of them so they get a little bit of kind of sort of focused air to strengthen the stems. But yeah, these guys are looking healthy over here. Here, you know what? I'm gonna set my food aside real quick, and I will bring up the tray. I think I brought it up. Did I bring it up on Friday? In the like little bit that I was on here? I swear I brought it up on Friday. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's. I'll bring it out. All right. Okay, that'll actually fit on there. Nice, sucker. I actually feel like I need to give this thing more water. It's like, I look at it, and it looks wet, feels wet, but also at the same exact time feels absolutely dry. So my food is in the way. I can't really move it anywhere. So we have, and unfortunately I cannot, this thing does not zoom. Yeah, you can see the tray's middle one looks a little wet, but the like edges of these ones, you can tell they kind of look dry. So I need to get them a good soaking. But some of them do not want to let go of the seeds. Like I still got the seed stuck to them on some of these. Be careful because I don't want to rip out my plants. See, this one here was one of the ones I was worried about. This one in this corner, as you can see, that he's about 3-4 inches tall already. So I do know about the legginess, Bill. This whole section, and then my jalapenos were other ones. I think I've lost a few, but I'm not too worried, honestly, if I lose any of the jalapenos. This was just an experiment just to try this out, try the tray out. But there's that. You can see some of those are pretty darn tall. And quite leggy. Shut up. Camera, I hate you. I have no idea what my camera's doing. And I can't see my screen, so this thing is... You know what? Ah, there we go. So, as you guys can see, some of those are pretty leggy. Super leggy on that side. But not too bad, all in all, not too bad. I've got... have one of these actually has 3. There's dragon tie for some reason. There's 3 of them in this planter, or in this tray. Sorry, cell. And I don't know why. I only planted 2 in most of these. I think the only one I did a single one in was the Peter Peppers. I think was the only one I put singles in. And I got 8 out of 10 to germinate. I can't complain. That's roughly 80% germination. You got the rain too, Jason? Yeah, I've been getting rain on and off for like the last 2 days. But like today and yesterday were just horrible. But it looks like I'm going to have to give these guys a tad bit more water today. They're looking a little thirsty. And I did lose 2 plants. I already plucked them out. They were my jalapenos. I actually popped them out for some. But yeah, not too bad on the trays. Not too bad. Haha, I flicked it off and that came right off. Flicky, flicky. Not that one doesn't want to come off. And it looks like the top of this one died, so that sucks. But all in all, so far, I'm like, again, super happy with this style of greenhouse tray. It's a lot thicker plastic. There's like almost no flex to this. I could probably put about, I don't know, a liter of water in there, 2 liters of water, and I don't think this tray would even like bend any direction. It'll bend like corner to corner like this. But other than that, I mean, this thing's got some pretty good rigidity to it. It's fairly thick plastic. Oh, almost got my shit over. So, I'm super stoked. Don't mind the man belly. I am over here munching a lasagna. Yeah, see, yeah, that's yeah, it doesn't look like it's twisting. That is, in my opinion, like I said in the comment to you, Bill, on those start trays. I think it's a way better design, way better product than the Jiffy and the Burpee ones. It's a little more expensive, yes. So essentially, for the price of one of the green trays, you can essentially buy 2 Burpees or 2 of the Jiffy trays. Yes, that's going to give you a substantial increase of seed starts, but you do run the risk of, again, when that thing's full, trying to move it, bends on you, breaks, cracks because it's a thinner plastic. So there's that. Me personally, I think at this point I'm kind of sold on this tray for the it's between like $11 and $13 depending on what store you shop at. But yeah, much bigger, much better product. Even the lid is sturdier. Like it's a little thicker and it's also a little higher. It's got, I'd probably say, an additional inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch over the standard Jiffy or Burpee ones. So you're going to get a little bit more. Plus, the lid does have the vents. And the box itself, which I don't know if I kept the package or not. Shoot. I think I did. I don't know. I just don't know where I put it. But I'm pretty sure I kept the cover for the box that it came in. Nope, that's a Fairy Morse one. Jiffy. You know what? I really don't know. I'm pretty sure I kept it, but the box itself actually has some really explicit instructions on the packaging for how to like operate the tray itself, when to vent it, when to pull the lid off, all of that wonderful stuff. So it does come with quite a slew of information, which I appreciate. It does tell you, it even tells you how to like actually fill the pots, like what kind of mix you want to, what mix to use, all of that. But yeah, for those in question, like again, there's the lid. So I'm honestly, the only way I can do this, actually, I don't even know if that's going to fit all the way in the bottom. Haha! All right, so this is how we're going to measure how high the top of this is. I got a stick. I got a measuring tape. And we're going to try to figure this out together. So measuring tape down here. I've got it pulled out to about a foot. I have the stick in there is 100% vertical, and essentially it is sitting. Let me go down a little bit more so you can see. That is right at that knuckle right there. You can see that was pretty much right at the bottom of that. So from there, we are going to say 3 inches. So maybe 3 1/8, give or take, from to the actual top of this, not from where the hole is, because the hole is actually, these are actually recessed just a tad bit. So you can kind of see there. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see there that they are kind of recessed. So probably say 3 1/8 is how high the lid is on that, compared to, I think, 2.5 inches or 2 inch. No, unlike yours, I don't have that option. So mine, it does. I do not have that, as you can on the lid. So you can see there is no drip guard, which is one of the things that bugs me about some of these trays, is when these things get full condensation, humidity. When you bump it, the water tends to run out the side, and there's like nothing here to catch it, to put it back into the tray. So you do run the risk when you're moving these that you bump it, all the water is going to sit on the lid, on the ridge, and then pour out the side. Now, they do have, let me grab the tray again, I'll show you guys. On these ones, I don't know if it's just I think it's just the ridge design itself, but they do have on this side, you can see it's kind of recessed a little bit. I think the big one here, I think is where you can just access to easily pour water in. So if you have like a little pitcher, that would be my assumption. But they do, again, that lid, it just sits right on this flat, and then you run the risk of your water running out on the floor. So I'm usually, where I have mine set in front of my TV, I'm usually really, really careful how I pull it off. When I do pull it off, I usually move my light forward so it's as far, so I get as much room as possible. And then I very carefully try to turn it while keeping it above this, so any of the condensation on the lid pours off into here. Now, that may or may not have caused some of the problems with my plants not growing or doing something that didn't want to do. But at the same time, I'm also not in a area that's standardly 70 to 80 degrees constantly. I can't sleep in a hot room, so I try to keep it around 60. Doesn't always happen, but again, that's why I have the heat mat and the dome and the lid for it. But other than that, I think everything else is doing pretty good for a test tray set that I randomly came across this season. Pretty happy. Now, what I would like to see from this company is something that's about half that size, or I guess essentially a double. So since you have the two 10-cell trays, I would like to see a square, like a little 20 square. Kind of similar to the Fairy Morse ones. Is it Fairy Morse or Jiffy? Jiffy. Jiffy does that 36-cell square. I would like to see something similar to that in this style. Trays over here out of the way. I mean, I could put the lid back on there. I guess I'll put it back on there. Let's see if it gets steamy or not. But yeah, so essentially, as you're looking at it, you have approximately 3 inches of top growth that you can work with before you have to fully remove the lid if everything germinates at the same time and grows at the same rate. But again, heating pad, waterworks, not water. If you happen to have it, there's a it's for seedlings. You usually mix it in with your water. You always get them when you buy the 36-cell trays for the Jiffy ones. It always comes with a little packet that you mix with, I think it's like a half a gallon of water, and it's to help promote seed growth. Yeah, but I would like to see it with that one. They do make them. I know they make them, as I found them before. Let's see. Don't normally. I usually try not to search too much stuff when I'm on the live because I feel it's distracting and detracts from the actual fact that I got everybody in here, asking questions or trying to get knowledge here. Vigo has this weird one. It's a stackable seed tray, and it looks like it's a 32 cell, or it was like a 72 cell. But these are the ones I was looking at. Some of these ones do look like they have a vent. It looks like it's a slide vent, which is kind of interesting. But let me pop this one up real quick. That light, I can't lower it. That light has one setting, and that's it. The reason why they got leggy was because I had them in the grow tray without any light. That's the reason I put that light on after they got leggy because I had to find it. But yeah, let me do this one here. So Don't know. This is the one I found. This is just one I clicked on real quick. But this is a 12 cell. Almost looks identical to what I have now, but the top half here, it looks like it's a slide lock or a slide. Yeah, it's a slide vent. Slide one way close, slide one way open. But it looks like it's got that 3-inch dome lid on there as well. From the looks of it, you could probably do 4 of these or 4 to 6 of these on a grow tray. I mean, sorry, heating pad. And there's your. I do believe they come with an insert. So yeah, see, there you go. There's your full kit. So you get your tray, you get your labels. I don't know why they only give you 10 labels. Which doesn't make any sense. Especially when it's a 6-pack. If I'm gonna do that, why do I need 10 labels? Weird little gardening tools, but you get 6 bases, 6 insert trays, which I'm assuming can be re-washed, and then your grow dome. Sorry. But yeah, there's the whole kit right there. Not too bad for $10. But that's VivoSun if you want to go with VivoSun. I can actually. I wonder if I can actually scroll down on that. Let me try. It does actually let me scroll down. Nice. Then there's these ones. Those ones look like what I have at the house already. These are just aeration grow trays. Grow trays. There you go, Amanda. That's what you need, the pink ones. Yeah, these ones are these trays right here, folks, without that stupid plastic barbell looking thing. Those are for microgreens. Anything that doesn't have cell separation is usually designed for microgreens or larger short root plants. Can you yell at me if I'm wrong? But yeah, that's essentially what most, like this thing here, this 5x5. Yeah, see, even tells you right there, a microgreen tray. Oh, there you go. These ones are from Epic Gardening. That's their new version that they put out last season. Ooh, I'd like to get that. I'd like to get that kind of setup right there. That's neat. Ooh, it took me straight to the site. Didn't even give me what I was looking at. That's sad. Anyways, that was it. That's it for that. Oh yeah, he's been busy with a bunch of other stuff. He's got some family stuff as well that he's working on. But everyone's still around. They are still here. That's really funny. You guys don't hear from Jeff, but when I put out a random video, he'll comment on it. So yeah, I don't know. I do get a notification from his, or at least a comment notification from him every once in a while. So I do get to see him, or I do get to hear from him every now and then. But yeah, did Bill answer the question from earlier whether or not he is? Wait, oh, I missed this one. Why are you mad for me, Bill? I missed whatever comment or what I said that was even commented for. Oh, I think it's because I was talking about the weather. I got you. Never mind. I think that one was from when I was complaining about the weather. Nice. I missed that. I apologize, Cecilia. I definitely missed that comment. But yeah, that's good that you got that stuff finally. Hopefully now you can get some decent sleep. The thing is, Bill, that the tray that you had of those lettuce starts actually looked really good. So what happened? Like, I mean, that whole tray, that whole section looked really nice on those lettuce starts. There you go, Rob. You're they're getting some rain sent to you. Must be having a dry season. Oh, there we go. Missed that one too. Damn. Nice. Congrats on that one, Ian. Yeah, I like seriously missed like half of these comments moving stuff like going somewhere. Yeah, I've seen some of those too. The I know exactly what set you're talking about too. I've run across them. They're not bad, and they're actually pretty tall. I think they're I think they have like a 4 or 5 inch lid for it, but they like each one of them comes with like a little micro LED grow light, and you just plug them in series. Exactly. That is what I would like to get with some of these I bet if all of us in the grow community like just started sending companies emails like constantly to their R&D department, they would design a damn tray with both the lid clasp that sat on the tray and then a like gutter style that kind of redirected the water back into the tray or the drip zone so it can go back in the bottom and rewater everything. Because yeah, it sucks when you get a whole lid and that thing's probably got half a cup of water in it. You turn it and it all pours out all over you or all over the floor. And there's half a cup of water and you now have to somehow put back into the container. That's the reason why I put the lid behind me and not in my walking path where I was going toward the tray. That's the exact reason why I set that lid down over here behind me. 168 characters too long. Jesus. I think I'd agree with you on that one, Grace. A lot of the people that design these don't have any idea on how their functionality is supposed to go. But aside from that one small defect in a lot of those grow trays, I think these systems are actually pretty sound. They're stamping these things. They're like by the millions and just shipping them out everywhere. Now I have to go to the bottom. Get caught up again. Oh, on the leggy plants. Gotcha. Yeah, if your plants get leggy, I'm telling you, just put a grow light on top of them, or get them some decent artificial light, and then put a fan in front of them, like a very like low powered fan, or even just get like an oscillating fan, one that just kind of, again oscillates, goes back and forth, and it'll straighten them, it'll strengthen them. Mine, for some reason, I don't know why, I have a grow light dead center in the middle, but one side of my pot, like my plants are growing like this. Don't know why. The light's dead center in the middle, and it's got a fairly wide. The reflector goes like this. It's got a wide range of light, but for some reason, all my plants, like one side, just seem to be going this way. Oh, and the end cells on the sides, yeah. Those ones always tend to do the worst for like almost everything. I don't know why. I thought he said moist. I swear to God, I thought he said moist. I'm losing my mind, folks. Losing my mind. That's weird. Lettuce usually grows fairly. I've got lettuce literally growing in a planter out here that I never. It's been 3 years since I planted lettuce, like actually planted lettuce seeds. I let one lettuce go bolt. It drops and it'll drop seeds everywhere, hundreds of them. I get those things growing. Like I said, pine tree, any planter that I have within 20 feet of it, there'll be a random lettuce growing in it. I've had that stuff actually growing in with my blackberries, and I just pull them out because I don't want them to I don't want them to suck up the nutrients for the blackberries. But I've got them in there with the carrots. They'll grow in with the strawberries. I currently have one in the greenhouse right now that popped up that's growing with my onions. Like those seeds weigh virtually nothing. Like absolutely weigh jack squat. Like 1,000 of them might weigh like a gram, if that. Yeah, might weigh a little bit more than a gram. Because no, actually no. I think my lettuce seeds, I think they only say like 0.3 grams or something like that on the bag. But they weigh like literally nothing. Well, the end of the month's only a few weeks away, so I mean that's not too bad. So, but super happy that you finally found a decent mask and hopefully a replacement, whatever else you needed. Okay, so a 4-inch lid. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the reason why I still haven't created my Amazon account to buy the archway that I need. Because I know the minute I go on there, I'm gonna spend like $500. Because I'm gonna buy grow trays. I'm gonna buy those ones that Bill was mentioning, the that 6-pack of high top LED grow light ones. They're like 6 cells. I'd buy like 2 of those. Yeah, that's pretty much 4 inches, give or take. We're fishing, so that's 4 inches. Damn. $18 for Newfoundland. Jesus. $30 for India. Holy Moses. If that package comes back, I'm going to be pissed for you. Like, I'm going to be mad. Spending $30 to have that shipped all the way over there just to have it all come back. Oh, I'd be pissed. So fingers crossed that actually makes it over there to who it gave it to. Yeah, I bet she did. Hold on. Wait. Bill, did you touch the camera? Is that why she gave you the dirty look? Possibly. Or I think basically what happened is they grew too fast and got, again, leggy. So they got, I don't know, they were trying to reach for something. All right, see you in a bit. You guys don't get warm enough over there for your lettuce to bolt. So I'm going to take a brief moment here and stuff my face with my cold lasagna now. So I will still be here, but I'm going to stop the camera so I can munch. And then once I'm done munching, I'll throw the link in so anybody who wants to pop up can. Makes sense. Will do. I'll check them out. Speaking of which, I should probably go get my beverage. So I'm going to go do that real quick. That one's definitely not as cold as I wanted it to be. I should have stuck that one in the freezer too. I'm getting there, Molly. I'm getting there. And as per my standard live stream, I cannot do this without an audience. So I have to unblock myself. Everybody gets to look at my fat ass again. Here we go. Because it is not a live stream if nobody else watches me pour. And yes, by the way, brand new container of cheese puffs. Took me like a week and a half to eat the other one. I almost did this bad. I almost poured this straight into the damn cup. Now, where's Doug to complain at me, telling me that I need to catch up, where my one shot is equal to like 4 of his beers? And remember, folks, I do essentially 4 ounces of 35% Jaeger, 12 ounces of Red Bull. So it's strong. Looks like I'm going to have to buy another bottle week after next. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'm going to wait till a few people come back, but a little bit of it, I got to give you guys a little bit of information because it is relevant to the live stream. Yes, I'm pouring Red Bull into a shot glass, but it's only because I'm trying to wash out my shot glass. Slightly wash it out. I can't even English. I'm not even started yet. Welcome back, Amander. Slander on Amander. Smander and Lander. And one for Colin. Let's stick that in there. I don't care about so many of these stupid things. Oh, sandwich pickle. Oh, my back is so stiff. I've like been since like Thursday. I've been like sore and stiff. Oh, I know, but 4 ounces seems to be perfect for this anyway. Because if you look at what they pour in an actual bar, it's roughly a shot and a half. So usually an ounce and a half to 4 ounces of Jaeger. 4 ounces of Red Bull, because they at the bars they use the 8-ounce Red Bull. Jesus, I can't even. My brain does not function right now, and I don't know why. I like physically seem to like be brain dead today. I think he did. He probably did the same thing he did on Thursday. Probably took a muscle relaxer and ate a sandwich and passed the hell out. Which usually, at least he says something if he's about to bow out. But I guess he must be really tired, or knee must be killing him, or who knows. Oh, I actually do. I could actually just straight pour it from the bottle in here, because my line, as you can see, I'll show you guys here in just a brief moment. I'll try to do this as level as humanly possible, because I am not a robot. That is where the fill line is at, like right there. At the top of the crest of the oh, there he is. He's listening. At the crest of the harp is right where that thing is at. Now, I've done it before. I've done it a few times on here where I've just poured in because I know exactly where it sits at the bottom, and then I just pour. Sometimes if I'm a little light, I'll just pour a little bit more Jaeger in there until I'm level. But I know where the level is for this. I've only been doing it for like a year. Nice. Have you gotten any of that stuff yet for your projects? I know you got the Fletcher and all of that, and I know you got a string maker somewhere. That could be way colder. But anywho's, I did say once it got to the hour, I was gonna do this. Probably all I'm going to do for tonight. I don't feel like doing another one. Yep, I'm probably only going to do one. I really don't. Yesterday I had a headache, which sucked, but it just like came out of nowhere on me. Not all need more glue. Tip glue and field points. Make your own field points. Well, depends on what you're doing it for. If you're going for hunting, then I would do the cross point or broadheads. If you're doing for target practice, I'd go with the field point. Cardamom plants, 2 times elderberry plants got here safe. Nice. Ooh, sweet. Okay, 50-50, not too bad. I'd probably do that. I think I would recommend on that one, probably Colin, go 60-40. Do 60% broadheads, or sorry, 60% field point, 40% broadhead. There you go. So video will be coming out. He just needs the rest of the materials. And you can get that. You can always just do a small batch of blunts. Take like 5 or 10 out of the whole batch and just do like that many blunts. Blunt arrows, folks, not the kind of blunt. Because let's see, Tennessee, I believe Tennessee is, yeah, you might be 7A, 7B in that like region for like heat level. But I don't know how bad Tennessee, like I don't know how like much storm wise you guys get in Tennessee. I don't know if you got bad winters, mild winters, if it gets colder than a well digger's ass in a brass underwear. I wouldn't recommend judo tips because you don't know if I got a gun, you don't know if I got a knife. Just kidding. God damn it. I'm sorry, folks. My brain is I'm like 3 ways from Saturday and 2 ways from Thursday in the opposite direction of Tamarind Square on the highlight of banana farts. My brain is. I just realized I don't have my YouTube chat up at all. Oop, looks like Joe got some potatoes. Looks like a potato. Could be a weird beet for all I know. And again, YouTube does not want to put my crap out so I can see my lives. It's pissing me off. There we go, like 1 bar on there. And now is that on? I got both the chats on. I don't even care because there's both my gentlemanly friends. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oop, you got some CC.
We'll join you tonight. Here's mine.
Colin needs some Crown to go in there.
I'll stick with what I got. Thank you very much.
That's plenty right there.
See here, I didn't think Jason was going to partake in a beverage tonight because he said earlier he's all one, and then he goes, "Have one for me too."
Yeah, what was that? What'd you hold up again there, Jason?
Canadian Mist.
Mm. No, they got. I think I told you guys this before, but they got Mad Dog 2020 at my warehouse now.
Yeah, we'll drink it.
It's not bad.
They got all flavors, not just one or two kinds. They have all the flavors.
I still think the peanut butter whiskey doesn't taste like peanut butter. It tastes more like butterscotch.
I wouldn't want to try it to find out.
Tastes like butterscotch. There's no peanuts in it at all. You can look at the ingredient listing. There's no peanuts on it at all.
I'm not going to risk anything just because people say, "Oh, it's not." It doesn't mean anything.
Colin, don't drink Frangelico because that is made from hazelnuts.
I don't drink anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'll stick with my Pepsi. I'm happy with that. I do have something interesting though. Ian and I went out to the junkyard to look for parts for the trucks, his and mine. They have stuff that people find in the truck, their vehicles that they pick up, and when they clean out their vehicles. I saw a cast net out there, a tent from Gear Top Tents. I'm not familiar with those, and some other stuff. Does anybody have any recollections on how good Gear Top stuff is?
Gear Top is usually the stuff that when you get a like truck camper or a shell on your truck, you usually have your two cross beams, and that's usually kind of like
its gear is GEER.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's a tent that you use in the back of a pickup truck.
Not the GAR, not that one. There's two different types. This one's GEER. Top nets.
Don't know. I would have to look into that one, but
they did have a cast net though.
that cast net probably has a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah. This one's a nylon one instead of a string one, which is really different than I'm used to seeing. But
yeah, I feel like that nylon one got holes in it.
They only want like $10.50 for the cast net.
Any more snow already? I'm going to try to keep up on these.
What kind of generator products, Grace?
Tons of them.
Was that like for Gear Top? Because they have them on Amazon. They have them at some other places. GearTop.com. But I'm not familiar with their equipment at all. Whether they're good quality, bad quality. Avoid them like the plague type quality.
Avoid them like the plague type quality. That would be Ozark Trail.
I already know about that one. I remember that review when they got that backpacking tent that the representative said, avoid like the plague.
Yeah. When the people at the company tell you don't get this for backpacking, you don't get that for backpacking.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob, sorry, I'm answering Rob's question. Yes, they're here at the Car Country. They have a cast net in the gear that they just set up there in their main office. They have a whole bunch of stuff they sell that people leave in their vehicles. That when they clean them out, they sell them individually. They even have a generator sitting on the ground, a really nice generator sitting on the ground out there.
Ooh.
I was thinking about going back with Ian next week to just talk to him about it. Because I did find a couple of running boards without the brackets, unfortunately. They're in the junkyard. My leg is complaining about it because that's not easy on my knee. It sucked. But we found them, but we just can't. Just outside my price range right now because I don't get paid till next week.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting paid 3 times next week.
I know how that one goes, Bill. The question on that one, do you guys have the small bags, the medium bags, or the really large bags?
We got all three.
Yeah, I can find all three in my locations, but I don't know about everybody else. Because In some locations, you can get the vermiculite, which for some reason I can't find down here, but I can find perlite everywhere.
The lamps are still there, Cecilia. I just hadn't had a chance to get there because I'm not going there until I have money to pick them up. I'm going to actually pick up both of them, keep one for me, send one for you. Because I just wish I had extra brackets to put them in because I could hang them on the wall.
Oh, let's see. What's the temp of your greenhouse, Jason?
70.3.
Okay.
Mine's a 63.
Yeah, my windows are open in mine.
Okay, I'll have to check on the price on the gear top one when I go up there next week. If it's still there, I'll grab it.
Don't grab it if you don't need it.
True, but the thing is it's usually when you see something really cool and you don't know if you're ever going to see it again, you leave it or you grab it.
Leave it. Again, if you've already got like 5 tents, you don't need another one.
You've been wishing for a steak.
I only camp with. Let's see, I got my big one, which I do for base camp, and then I've got my little one, which I keep with my backpack.
You don't need more tents.
You got plenty.
Oh,
Yep.
she
Molly
wanted
said you
two.
don't need more tents.
What's both
She has
of
the
them?
chili wanted to.
She wants both of them. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I cannot promise that they won't. One of them might not be gone because it is open market there. So if anybody wants to buy them, they buy them. Mac, no, get out of there. Get out of there.
For those who may or may not be curious about the Fairy Morse bar light that they sell for the trays, that actually does have a link cable.
Oh, really?
Yes, it does. You cannot physically buy them in the store, but if you actually go to Fairy Morse's site or Amazon, you can actually find them. It's usually about 8 inches, but they're like $9, $10.
Whoa! That's so you can daisy chain a whole bunch of them together.
Because you can, I think it says on the box, when you buy the box originally, I think it says you can daisy chain up to like 5 of them on one circuit.
Oh, wow.
He's clawing your boot. Macus is being bad. Clawing Jenny's boot. This thing.
What the? Whack him with it. Drop it on him.
The cat is bored.
Catus a Macus. Catus a Crackus a Smackus a Macus a Black. Let's see. So this is what he got for the grow pots. He got 25 1 gallon. Yeah, the 1 gallon at best would be for like up potting starts. Or if you're growing like one plant.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially cutting off the top of a milk jug and putting dirt in
Macus,
it.
right here. Come on, let's go.
And the 10 gallons would be perfect for like your potatoes, yeah.
Okay, now you can say hi.
15 gallons.
I would probably put celery in a 5. Those things get pretty big.
Macus! Macus a Cacus a Crackus a Tacus a Smackus. Wow. He's showing now.
Get him a little T-shirt for that one, Cliff.
Right. Macus a Tacus a Crackus.
My name is Macus Attackus Crackus.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Bill on getting 25 1-gallon grow bags. I mean, what are you essentially doing in a 1-gallon grow bag? Nothing.
You could probably do the peas or beans in them.
You'd still have to put them next to a trellis system because beans like to climb.
Yeah, you take a tomato cage and you turn it upside down.
Yeah, I saw that in your video. I was like, are those? I looked at that. I was like, are those upside down?
Yeah. Actually, I've grown stuff.
Took me a second.
I've grown stuff in them upside down, and it works perfect.
I guess it does kind of force them to grow into the center instead of grow out like this, where you potentially run the risk if too much stuff grows on one side, the whole thing falling over.
Well, it's also a little bit more stable too when you put it in about that far into the soil.
Okay, so you actually bury that top rim.
Yeah, it keeps the CG towards the bottom, so it has something to lean up against when the wind blows.
Usually don't have an issue with that on mine because when I do them, I'll stick them all the way to the bottom of the pot. Because I mean, essentially, those things only come with 3 rings. It comes with a top ring, the bottom ring, and the middle ring.
Yeah.
But you usually have like 1.5 foot almost of freaking wire, just straight leg wire.
I mean,
Now, depending on the style of the planter you have, if you have a planter that's vertical, here's a funny thing you can do with those, because those things are fairly easy to bend.
Yeah.
You bend them out at about 2-3 inches, and then you just bend them out again. You just bend them straight down, so you have this like weird looking tripod.
Yeah. Another thing you can do with them is if you get the 4-legged ones, you can actually bend them straight out, put little ends on them, and you can actually put a clear plastic sheeting over it to protect it too as well. Create a little greenhouse.
There you go. Yeah, I've done that a few times with the hose line, the 1-inch black water the drip line or whatever you want to call it. It's not really drip line, but you can attach your drip system to it. But yeah, you just cut sections of that and you just bend it and you put it right in the pot. You just get another one, you bend it over, so you basically got a cross piece. You just tie plastic and just tie it around the bottom.
Yeah, those big giant clear trash bags, those 55-gallon ones, work perfect too.
Oh yeah, set them right over there and just to tie the bottom in. The only problem is most of those won't fit over half of my planters.
No, they fit over something you can put around it.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, majority of those bags, like, I have to get, like, the contractor's trash bags to fit around half of the planters I have.
Yeah. Another thing you can also do is you can take the 3-foot tall fencing that's like the 2-inch by 4-inch squares. You can roll those and make your own little cages in about 2.5 foot diameter. And those clear trash bags, those 55 gallons, will fit right over them.
I figured it'd be easier just to use, like, chicken wire.
Too soft.
And when it's round, not really. When you got it in a nice curved circle, that's actually got some decent rigidity.
They're still too soft.
I saw your video today, Jason.
Which one? He posted like 3 of them.
I only saw the one. It's one that popped up on my main page, my For You page thing. The one with when you first showed off your fire rings.
Yeah, the planter rings, as I shall call them now.
Your what?
The planter rings now.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, I picked those up for $50 a piece. That's still 2/3 the cost of a Birdie's planter.
Oh yeah, those things are expensive.
Yeah, they are. I see the knockoffs are only $200.
Yeah, but they won't last as long as they don't have that powder coating on the inside.
And not only that, with the galvanized fire rings, I can have those for years.
Oh yeah.
And I still get 3 foot in diameter, so I probably got what 7 square feet.
Something like that, yeah.
That's a lot of square feet for growing. Especially with that mix I put in there. Oh my goodness. I put that in with the asparagus, and I got mushrooms this big already.
Dang. I was going to say, I'm thinking about it now. Bill, since you've got the 1 gallon grow bags, put your lettuce in there. Since lettuce is a shallow root, and
there you go.
Your grow bag's what, 6-8 inches wide by like 8 inches tall, 10 inches tall. Transplant your lettuce starts in there, and I bet you your lettuce will take off in those 1 gallon grow bags.
Oh yeah, a lot of the oxygen can get in there, and
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's got it. He said down here. He says lettuce noted. He actually got that pretty quick, considering I usually have a little bit of a lag between here and YouTube, which ain't too bad.
Unless he's got a really high speed internet connection.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Yeah, he's in the middle of he's in the boon. He's in a like almost like an off-grid cabin on.
Yeah, be careful when you're using that. Yeah,
well,
Bill, be careful when you're using that 2500. You don't need a whole lot.
Yeah, I think the blood. I either have blood or bone meal, and it's 12-4 something.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't tried it out here, but when I was in Arizona, that magic combination, believe it or not, was sulfur and ironite.
What's ironite?
Ironite is your
Basically rust.
yeah. It's your iron that you put in the soil to help the plants make them turn green.
We don't need that here.
Yeah, well, I have high iron here.
That's probably why.
I got high iron in the water, so if I use the indoor water or outdoor water, that's it. Tom already added like probably 20 ppi or ppm for it anyway.
Well, in the Phoenix area, the pH is what 8.5. So yeah, it locks up a lot of your nutrients. So you got to add the sulfur to try and bring that pH down, so it makes all the nutrients available to the plant. All the soil has, all the nutrients in it. It just isn't available for the plant.
Hi, Amanda.
No. Hi.
Hey, Mandy.
So on that one, Bill, I believe you're just gonna top dress, you're just gonna sprinkle some of it on there, and then just mix it in with the top couple of inches, and then water it in real good.
Yeah, just be careful when you're using that.
Yeah, because you're essentially, you don't want it on the surface. You want it in the soil. That way it doesn't blow away. But at the same time, you're trying to get it down to where the roots are. That's why you get it a good watering. Don't quote me on this. I am not a plant expert. I don't have a book out. This is 4 years of basically standard house gardening.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it to the next level because I have space and I can do it and I'm really good at it.
Well, like I said, turf major here, so sports turf certified.
I think let me English that start sentence a question again. I believe between the few of us that are on here, collectively, we should have enough
except
knowledge.
for me.
Except for
Yeah,
you.
well, we're going to be learning her.
That one there.
We keep trying to learn him, but he doesn't want to do it.
You're going to need it one day, Colin, with prepping, and if the world goes to
I grow what I can eat, not any more than that.
I would be considered either a type 3 or type 2 golf course superintendent.
Middle 2 miles from a cell tower. Now you should have decent signal then.
What cell tower? They're behind hills and trees here.
All our cell towers we have like 3 of them you can actually physically see, and the rest are just kind of like hidden. You don't know where they're at.
Oh, well, they got some there in Tempe, Arizona that look like giant trees.
Yes. Denver has a few of those too.
Yeah,
You can't even tell it's like a tower.
Oh, you can see them plain as day. It's a cell tower. There's no palm trees 150 feet tall.
Oh, they no, ours, the few that are in Denver that I've run across, they're not just out in the middle of nowhere, like in the open field. They actually stick the damn things in with the trees, disguise it as a tree, and you drive by and it just looks like a tree.
You can still tell them apart.
That's if you want to pay attention to them.
You have to really look at the ones in Denver to see that it's a cell tower.
I think that's a city ordinance. You have to disguise them or something.
No.
They're just trying to keep them, aesthetically nice looking.
So people will be less objectionable to them being there.
Yeah.
I try to help out as much as I can, Bill. Like I said, I've been doing this. I mean, I'm not like an expert. I don't have 15 acres where I've been doing this for 25, 30 years.
He does have
Again,
some teas in the field.
I don't have a published book out on how to garden. This is just all the stuff that I've learned over the last few years, and I'm more than happy to give any information and knowledge that I have to anybody that's looking for it.
I still can't find my soil textbook, Cliff. I know I have.
It'll be there somewhere.
It's somewhere in this house. Problem is, it's not a very big book. It can disguise itself pretty well amongst the other stuff.
That's the problem when you got small books.
Yeah, I know.
You stick it in one little crevice, be like, oh, I'll remember that's there.
It's about 1.25 inches thick, but it's only like 8 inches tall, 6 inches wide.
What color is it?
Ooh, there you go, natural spring water.
Green. It's easy to hide in any kind of a box.
I don't know if I would recommend using exact 100% spring water, but it might be as a mixture in with your water that you're watering your plants with. Actually, might be pretty good.
Well, test it for salts too, and what other minerals are in there. You
can drive a well, but the problem is, like you said, I think yours was like 250 feet is what you said, or something like that.
Who, Bill?
Yeah, I think because he said there's a water table. I think he checked on his water table. I think he said it was like 200 plus feet down or something like that.
You see, I'm lucky. Mine's like 18 to 24 inches.
Well,
If
yeah,
I
you're
actually
also,
checked
you
here,
also live in
probably
a
about
floodplain.
15 to 20.
Yeah, I do live in
Here.
a flat area. Yeah.
Please forget me. I'm in the process of fixing bowstrings.
Nice. Cecilia, who is that question going towards? Is that Jason?
Jason. He's missing the soil book.
She's not a plant person or a soils person.
Ha, Pepper, that's what she said.
Hey, Pepper.
How's it going, Pepper? Colin, your daughter has arrived.
I heard.
Sitting in a bowl. Excuse you.
There you go. Yeah, see, he's on the top of a hill.
Yeah, like I said, you still don't know what's actually down there.
Yeah, but like Jason said, the best thing to do is just get a water sample and send
Hey,
it out.
Pepper, how you doing, girl? Love you. Say hi to Jay for me. Tell him Grandpa says hi. Let's see, where's everything?
So, have you figured out what you're 100% doing with your rings yet, Jason?
Like I said, I'll probably put the three sisters in one, or maybe two of them. I'm not sure.
I want you to go celery serious.
Yeah, and I need to do celery. I'll probably grab a couple of the grow bags from your mom, and then I'll probably put stuff in there too.
Ooh, yeah,
Like-
see, I told you that's what he said.
Oh yeah,
That's deep. That is deep.
it is, and it's going to cost you too,
Yeah.
especially
I
if you
think they charge by they either charge by the it's either by the yard or the meter.
have.
By the foot, usually.
Yeah, and it also depends if they have to go through bedrock. Then you got to pay for the casing. Yeah, if you can afford it, go with the 6-inch casing. Don't cheap yourself out and get the 4. You'll have a far better water recovery if you with a pump.
With a 6-inch, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. They'll probably drop the 6-inch down, and they'll probably go to a 4, right around about that 210, 240 foot mark. Problem is, it's hard to bump the pump up and down until you get it in the hole. Because we had to do that when I was growing up. We were on a well. We were at 210 feet. Our caisson was 6 inches in diameter. Once they hit the water, and the water table was about, I think it was about like 20 feet below the, or from the bottom of the well, from when it went from the 6 to the 4-inch, and they went 4-inch down another 40 feet, just to help with that water recovery, so you can draw a little bit more water.
Well, that shouldn't be too bad to drill through at that where if it's that close to the surface. It would suck when that thing's down 40 or 40 to 70 or 80 feet
200
down. But 7 to 12 feet, that's actually not too bad to drill through bedrock.
Yeah, that's bad for landslides right there.
Oh shit, yeah. This is the worst right there, clay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll hold together, but if it dries out and gets wet again, it can slip.
Yeah, that's why I think it was Steve used when he did his pond, that's what he put at the bottom of his pond was clay. He lined that whole pond with clay.
Yeah.
I've been watching Homestead Rescue, and Marty Rainey uses clay at the bottom of the retaining ponds all the time, with the exception of one, the one in Texas, which I talked to Jason about on Wednesday, I believe, because they had armadillos.
Yeah.
Armored dill holes?
Yeah, like I said,
They had warrants underneath where they were going to put the retaining pond, and it broke through the clay liner that they had made, and it's basically drained 10,000 gallons of water straight into the sand.
Ooh.
So they had to fix the hole and line it with 3 layers of lining to make sure it doesn't do that again.
Ow.
Yeah, no, yeah, like I said, armadillos are kind of a cool looking creature if you think of it in that way. They are just armadillos. The problem is they just love to dig.
Yeah, that looks better.
Now, see, I got no idea who that question is going to.
I think it's going to Pepper.
Ah, that was weird.
Who gave? Okay. Yeah, she's talking about Jenny giving her yarn. Jenny Jenny gave her a ton of yarn.
I have never seen yellow clay. I've seen red clay because I technically have that in my yard everywhere. Red and brown.
I say I've got brown, but I haven't got any like yellow or red.
Red, we got
brown here.
Yeah, I've never seen yellow clay. It's weird.
Yeah.
What's funny is you'll see layers of black in there, and it smells when you dig it up.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I reckon I say it's swamp clay. If I come across that clay, because that's what it reminds me of, is a stinky swamp.
All right, says gray clay.
Oh, the schoolyard clay.
Essentially.
Yeah, classroom clay.
Oh, that's
well, because that stuff is designed for. I mean, they make it that way for it because it's like a base product.
I know.
Same with like what you would get if you were in like a pottery shop. That's that standard base brownish gray clay that you would get.
I can't believe how expensive that clay has gotten.
Dude, you're telling me, man, you buy a 10-pound brick and that's just like an arm and a leg.
I know. I was gonna get some and use it for information.
Hey, Jenny.
Yeah, no. Jenny has a question for Andy.
Hi, Jenny.
Hey, Mandy, if I made you a pink infinity scarf, would you wear it?
Damn right I would.
Okay.
I'm like, come on.
I figured
Up
it's
the
going
winter
winter
too.
there.
We figure by the time it gets there, it'll be winter there.
4 months.
So
Okay.
What are we in? Wearing
I'll
what?
make one.
What are we in?
she's gonna make you one. So
Yeah, 4 months and we hit winter. I can't wait. And thank you, Jenny.
You're welcome.
hey, Cliff, got a question for you, real quick. What's wrong with this bowstring?
I don't know.
Too loose.
Why is it too loose?
Either too long or doesn't have enough twist.
Yes, to both. Correct. Both answers are correct.
Pepper says hi, and so does Cecilia, Jenny.
Pepper, yeah.
What?
Pepper says hi.
Hi.
And Cecilia.
How's your new kitty doing? By the way, Pepper.
Please tell me
Fine.
you just said kitty and not kidney.
I
I
said
was about to
kitty.
say that.
Okay.
She got a new
fine.
cat.
Woo! I thought I heard kidney. I was like, "Ooh, that sucks."
And no, it's not a
She got
murder.
adopted. The cat adopted her, not the other way around.
Yeah, but it's not cool enough to be a murder kitty.
How do you know? We don't know her that well yet. But yeah, haven't seen them both, her and JJ, in a while. But I do have some pictures that would be coming to me from my sister of her and me when she was a little girl. So that's going to be cool. I got to fix this bowstring. Be right back.
So yeah, it's a little greenhouse, Cliffy. It's not huge. But I'll be able, like, it's got shelving on both sides and then at the front of it or back of it. So I'll be able to put stuff on it. It's not.
So what
massive,
size is
but-
it?
Ask her if she still likes her job.
You still like your job, Mandy?
Yes,
Yes. Good.
but
For you.
not so much
It needs to be between 7 and 8 inches.
It's a hate and love relationship all at the same time.
It used to be a fully 100% love, but I had the boss have a go at me because apparently I didn't do anything
The brace height. Between here and here.
and basically threatened me with my job and this, that, and everything else. And it's like, you give me 4 hours a day
You ever heard of the word? Yeah.
to get everything done, then you pile everything else on top of me and expect everything to be done with only 4 hours a day.
Can you mute Colin, please?
With fabric, it's generally called a yard.
So
You're going to go just a little bit more.
I still, to a point, enjoy going into work and getting things done, but I'm just a little
Disturbed.
annoyed with management boss.
Slightly,
whatever.
just a bit cross.
Yeah, because it's not true. Every time I go into work, I work my ass off. I get everything done. But because he piled a whole heap of other stuff and basically said, I want you to concentrate on that, I fell behind on doing the other stuff because I ran out of time in the day. And then the painters wouldn't clean up after themselves. And he told me not to come into work Friday because he was going to work Saturday. And then late Friday, he said, oh, don't bother coming in, have the weekend off. So then I missed out on, 4 hours of work then. And because the painters had left that day, they left the whole place trash, but I copped the blame for it. And so I wasn't even freaking there to clean up after them.
You shouldn't have to clean up after them at all anyways.
So I had a chat with him yesterday because I done 8 hours yesterday with him. He come down. He's still keen to get me on full time, but not until we get animals. It's like, well, if you're going to throw extra stuff on me and you expect me to get everything else done on the spreadsheet, you need to give me more time in a day to do it. And paid for that time because I ain't doing it for free.
Yeah, don't blame you.
So, yes, I do love my job. I'm just pretty pissy about a few things at the moment, if you know what I mean.
Difference of opinion, more or less.
Keep a log.
I have, though. That's the thing. And I take photos once a week. I take photos of what I've done in those days and I send it to him and he's happy with it. But then he came down and just basically ripped me a new one and called me lazy and that I don't do this, that, and everything else. And it's like, you see what I do each day because I send it to you. I send you photos and you're happy with it. And yet now you're ripping my head off. Like, I don't get it. So it's a bit touchy at the moment.
Well, sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better.
It hopefully will. It hopefully will. I'm not Superwoman, I'm doing all this by myself. There's only so much I can do, you know what I mean?
Hello, Out of Gum. How you doing?
Hiya, Jackie.
Hey, how's it going?
Colin's trying to talk now.
He's muted.
You're muted, Colin.
Oh, crap. I didn't mute me. Someone else
I
did.
muted you because
Oh, the background talking.
how's it going, AT? How you doing tonight?
I'm going to see how it goes for a bit, Cecilia. Because I do enjoy that place. I do enjoy working out there.
No, Bill, that is definitely yellow clay.
Really? How yellow is it?
It's like piss yellow.
Oh,
Like I just checked the video here. Watch, let me do this. I have permission to do this because whoops, wrong button. I doubt Bill's gonna get mad at me for this, but yeah, look at this.
That was me. Yesterday, J2. I know I'm not sunburnt. That's dirt.
I thought you were sunburned. That's the reason why I said what I said.
No, that's just dirt.
Hold on. I got to help Jenny.
you need to get a nice fedora,
Hubbard.
and a nice long wicking.
She dropped her crutches again.
wicking shirt.
I don't know what I've done with it.
You got your crotch.
It'll help keep the sun off of you and cooler.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what I've done with my work shirt.
Here, look at that. Look at how look at how yellow that is, Jason.
Let me make my screen bigger here so I can see it. Oh yeah,
Like that is straight up like
yeah.
that is yellow. That is actual yellow clay.
I'm wondering how much sulfur's in there.
A lot.
Okay, hon.
Yeah, I'm not. To be dead honest, Bill, I'm not sure if you're actually going to be able to grow much in that. That's going to be a rough one. Do you by chance have an update video on that one? I know that one was from basically last year.
That was under there.
Yeah, a lot of times you can get a soil sample done through your one of the local universities for a very low cost.
Well, I don't know what those are, but they're just right there.
But I would definitely like to, if you've got an update video on that
I
one, how
know.
well you did.
I'm sorry, J2.
That's probably
I thought you were Jason. When did you change it to exhausted?
Okay, yeah.
I got bitten by a wasp yesterday too in my hand. I was
They don't
putting
bite
on
you,
my
they sting
jumper.
you.
It's the same thing, Jason.
You're welcome.
Same thing.
Does it still itch?
Yeah,
Actually, none of my
it does.
Probably itch tomorrow too.
My whole hand swelled up,
Oh yeah.
and I got it was like a bruise, but it wasn't, and it was running down here. And I took some antihistamines before work.
Yeah, next time get a small onion, cut it in half, and put the onion on it.
Okay.
Cecilia knows a lot of remedies and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then cook the other half to eat.
Thank you, J2.
No,
Don't
you just
eat
take that.
raw-
You just
raw
slice
onions by
up it
themselves.
in and use the rest of it.
I'll cook it in a stir fry.
Yeah, the only thing that goes there is gonna be cucumbers and squash.
This might sound weird, but
You
for
are
that
weird.
location, what I recommend is getting a broad fork and basically turning up all of that soil. Since you've already got the mix in there, get some. I would get some like topsoil and maybe some compost, and till that into that whole strip where you're planting. It might actually help amend the soil a bit, so you can actually grow more than just cucumbers and squash.
And raise it up about 4 inches above where you're going to be walking, so that stuff doesn't leach back up into your composted soil.
All right, so trying to get this right. Let's see. We'll post up another one here. He's got the follow up.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to catch that one.
How far do I got to go in?
All in.
Yeah, because getting some lime is a little on the difficult side, because you got to transport it in from probably where you're at. That'll also help bring the pH up a little bit more if you need to.
Basil. It looks like basil, spearmint.
He says 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 9.10 in.
It was
I'm looking
hurting
at
really
right now.
bad.
He's got a shit ton of basil. Ooh, guess in the comments 50 shard points, non-redeemable. Well, they'll be redeemable for me. Let's see, 647. Oh, there we go. Some gourd squash. Ooh, that one's split. That one's creepy. Oh shit! I'm sorry, folks. I'm over here staring at this thing, not doing the smart thing. I'm just staring at it. I'm like, ooh, that thing's creepy looking. I'm not even showing you guys what I'm doing.
We thought that was just your face.
Hold on, let me make my screen big. There we go. Oh, nice little eating sized pumpkins.
Yeah, I got some good carvers in there, and then some nice little roasters. What size of that gourd?
And you get a bunch of launchers. Pumpkin chunking.
That's Bill's cucumber, right? I mean eggplant. Eggplant.
Butternut
See,
squash.
look, there's that one that split open. That thing looks so creepy.
Got a lot of water.
Either that or it got a little too dry and then got way too much water.
Yeah. Watermelons will do that too.
Looks like butternuts, doesn't it, confit?
Yeah, that's definitely a squash.
Yeah.
Either butternut or
Well, they're all
I say
gourds.
summer squash, but that's essentially the same thing.
That's one thing I can't wait for when winter gets here is all the different stews and dumplings and like butternut.
Oh yeah, the winter foods.
Man, look at that.
Pumpkin
He's got that
soup
whole
and-
cart full of pumpkins and squash.
Whose card is that?
Bill's, Wickershire
Nice.
Farm.
Nice bill.
Like, look at that. That is that's a
Wickershire
freaking.
Project, excuse me.
Look at that, Jason. That's a gorilla cart full of pumpkins and squash.
No,
And that's not exactly a small cart either.
no. That's what 4 cubic feet, no, 6 cubic foot.
Something like that. Okay, well, look at that squash he's got down here in the bottom corner. Look at the size of that gourd. That thing is huge.
Would that make
Which
it
one?
gorgeous?
The one right there that I'm putting there.
Gourd.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Gorgeous. We've got the nice carving pumpkin there. That'll be a good carver. And the rest of these look like they'd be nice little roasters. Don't do that, Amanda.
Nice stews, pumpkin pie.
Sorry, I haven't been
That'd be a good
sleeping
amount
very
of
well
pumpkin
the
pie,
last few
depending on how
nights.
much he's got in that one.
Well, can you mention all the pumpkin puree that they can can?
Oh yeah. I think he needs to wash his monocrystalline panel over here.
Yeah.
Get some more solar off of that one.
If it's not cracked, because it looks like it's got a crack on it.
Yeah, I don't see any trim underneath that bottom of that T111.
I think he's got it. Well, remember, it's on it's a shed
Yeah.
tiny home conversion, so it's
Usually they put a metal
just got that drop off right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was butternut pumpkin, some butternut. So yeah,
Butternut squash.
yeah.
That's shot. That was.
I call them butternut pumpkins, not squashes.
You better not eat those. Get a full belly.
No, what you do is you see you need to do gourds. Throw some gourds out there, get some gourds built, and I mean some grow some gourds. God, I seriously can't even
Those are
English
gourds.
tonight. And then use them as like little storage containers. Use them as seed storage.
Use gourds as birdhouses.
That
Hey.
too.
I have to head off.
Alrighty. Enjoy your
Need
day.
to get ready to go to Granddad's.
Say hi to Granddad for us.
Yes.
Will do. Thank you for having me up, Cliffy.
Always.
Always welcome here.
By the
And
way,
once I get the greenhouse back and put up, I'll take a photo and send it to you.
already.
Yeah,
Or I'll
Jason
do
misses
like
you
a
already.
little video. Miss you already, J2. It's good to see ya. It's been a while. By Pepper, by Cornfed, by Wicker, by Colin, by Jenny, by Molly,
He said no
by
more.
Jason.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Who
man.
else
I'll
is
see you
there?
next one.
Hey,
Bye,
happy thoughts.
Cecilia.
Happy thoughts. Take a cup of coffee.
By
Love you.
by Grace. Hang on, I'm going through the list.
Happy,
Uh,
yeah.
Blake,
Happy St. Patty's
everybody.
Day.
I don't do that.
That-
That's all I can find. So if I've missed you, I'm sorry.
It's just a reason to party.
I don't party. I work. I
Yeah,
come
no, her
home.
battery's fine. She's on her computer.
I'm gonna have to get her a better battery.
All right. Anyway, I'm off. See you later.
Later.
Love you.
Oh,
Pepper, you should
yeah,
let me
Pepper.
know when if you need
Take
new
care,
batteries.
Pepper.
I'll see what I can do.
oh, that was me. I was barfing. I was pretending to barf on Amanda.
Oh.
Just because I'm weird. I like giving her crap before she goes. Or when she's on here because it keeps her entertained. That was the face. My throat hurts now. That was only 2/3 of that harvest. Neighbors were gifted. Jesus, that's still a good harvest there though, Bill.
That
That
is.
was what, probably 200 pounds of pumpkin and squash plus if
More than that.
more.
Okay, besides the obvious pumpkin butter and pumpkin pie and whatever, what do you use it for that much for?
You can do pumpkin bread.
Stews. But, oh, yeah.
I know about the baked pumpkin seeds. I understand that part, but what else can you do with it?
Like I said, you can make a nice little loaf of bread.
Bread, stews.
But the thing is, I can't
pie.
eat that much of one thing till I get sick of it and not want to look at it anymore.
No, see what you do is you can it, and then you use for supplemental things later on throughout the year. So you're not eating it like daily. Say once a week, give or take, you have something that has like the pumpkin in it. So like you do pumpkin soup or squash soup or whatever. You do that. You just do that as a once a week kind of thing.
Molly says cookies.
Lattes.
Nah, I've tried the cookies. Not worth it.
Cookies.
But if you like them, that's
Cookies?
fine.
Don't know how the butternut squash would taste as a cookie though.
Mm-mm.
No, it's like a pumpkin.
Now I've seen people make water containers out of the gourds and stuff.
Yeah, but you have to actually grow a gourd. Those were squash.
Yeah.
Can't you dry them out?
You look at that. You need a hard shell gourd,
Okay.
which we don't have here, unless you actually buy those particular seeds.
Which is funny. You can buy them at Blue Box Store and Red Box Store and Blue Box Store Junior.
Mm-hmm.
But actually getting them to grow to like the supposed size, growing those gourds is astronomically a pain in the butt.
You might be able to grow them where you're at. I can't grow them here. It's too wet. You need a dry environment.
Yeah, but you still need water.
Well, yeah, as long as it gets water in a dry environment, they'll go.
Give me a
Yeah,
second.
wait,
I
I
gotta
mean-
yell at Ian real quick. Be right back.
Oh, he actually muted himself. Sweet. Okay, I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah.
Ian did something to piss him off. It's not often Colin goes to yell at Ian.
Yeah. He's hogging up all the internet.
That's funny. Nothing over 6 inches, though. Hey, 6 inches is the perfect size.
Yeah. Oh, for
According
eating.
to science.
Well, yeah,
No, we're not going into that.
but that'd be the perfect size right there, where you actually cut it open and you have a bowl to eat out of.
Actually, it would be a nice little cup.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting cup, yeah, because you do, 4 inches, just cut the top off, clean it out, dry it out. Nice little cup right there.
If it's got the hard enough shell, though, that's the whole thing.
Well, yeah, if it's got the hard enough shell, and then what you do is you cut a rim about a half an inch.
Yeah.
And then you glue that to the bottom, and that way you have your base stand. So your
Yeah.
gourd does when you sit your gourd down, they go, whoop. You don't have those tippet tumblers. You have something with a nice solid base. Bill, you're more than welcome to come up, unless the better half says no. Don't touch the camera.
No.
Scooter,
You've
been out here for almost 2 hours, and now you want to be all noisy?
I'm petting him now, so he'll kind of shut up. Oh, that's you.
He's
You gotta remember where I live.
Oh shit! There's a tornado over the house.
No, I'm not thinking of tornado. I'm going, what in the world is making that sound? That a coyote way off in the distance?
I got what sounds like either fireworks or gunshots off in the distance. Hey Bill,
The bang sticks.
remember, it grows back every. I'm just kidding.
He's
It
got-
depends on which version of that she's getting rid of. Okay,
no,
we're not going into,
he has to sleep with her.
but she has to sleep with him too.
Okay, what did I come back to here? What?
I was asking Bill if he would be if he wanted to come up tonight, or if his wife said no, don't touch the camera, and he goes, she would skin me.
Okay.
No Bill tonight.
I was gonna say I'll show you guys. You guys
That's funny.
Now, does Bill have headphones on, or can everybody hear us?
Apparently, she answered so quickly, probably she could hear you.
We'll just say hello, Bill's wife. Can Bill come out and play?
Oh, she's got her own channel, as far as if I'm not mistaken.
I just got 100 subs today.
Oh, Molly just picked up 100 subs.
Way to go, Molly.
Wheat.
Yeah.
Is she doing shorts now, or what's the deal?
Oh, she's looking. Can Billy come out and play?
Can Bill play? We're just going to the park.
We're gonna go shoot some arrows. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
We're gonna go plant some trees.
I could go a little bit worse than that with all the archery indie windows, but I'm not gonna go that far.
Doing.
Speaking of trees, have you gotten any? Are you getting any fruit trees, or any more fruit trees, or starting a fruit tree orchard, Bill?
Never mind.
Oh, Bill.
That's close.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is late at night. We don't need the camera on.
Ooh, Rob's last short has 6,000 views. Nice.
Ooh, really?
You know, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen SD.
Yeah, I think he's driving right now. Isn't he?
Okay.
No problems, yeah.
I've got picked up actually for myself. I picked up for myself and my family. Picked up 2 peach trees, which I believe I posted on one of my. I don't know if I posted that video or not. To be dead honest,
I haven't seen it yet.
oh, I still haven't posted it. Damn. Okay, I need to get that posted then.
Yeah, we still need to get another apple tree. We still need to get another plum tree. We'll probably do those. Probably see if I can catch them at the end of the year when they're on sale.
Dude, you get lucky that you have sales like that where you're at. My stuff over here doesn't go on sale; it just runs out.
Yeah, but like I said, they need to get it cleared out, and then so they can bring in the next season stuff in. And like I said, I can overwinter it in the greenhouse.
Honestly, when it comes to the fruit trees, you really don't need to.
Well, I said I'd like to get them planted like about the October range, early October, get them in the ground. And just, let nature take its course. Because then they come back a little bit stronger into the following year. And then planting in spring. Everybody thinks, oh, you got to plant the trees in spring. No. Plant them in late summer, early fall.
It's raining again.
Yeah, and if it's dormant, you can plant them then.
Hey, Cliff. Okay. On Thursday, I was stopping in to get gas at the Murphy station here in Newton. And before I realized they don't carry just strictly unleaded fuel, I looked at they sell these stacks of firewood. I'm sure you've seen them at most gas stations.
Yep.
They're selling something at the Murphy station here that I never thought I'd see. I couldn't find a picture of the one they were using, but I found something similar. I'm going to show you something real quick if I can, please. See if I can find it. Is that it? Where's it at? Where's it?
And it's pouring right now at my house.
Is it?
Oh, I can hear just pounding the roof.
Okay, here we go. This is just one I found. It's on Amazon, but it's the same thing.
I will address that. Oh, those pre-made fire logs.
Yep.
For $20.
Well, I don't know how much it was. This one's got for 15 on Amazon, but
they're for like $20 at work, and I'm going, oh, you guys are ripping people off.
Oh, I know, and those things are only like 8 or 10 inches tall.
Yeah, they're about 10 inches. But I've never seen one before. I go, wait a second.
Yeah, it's a
wood rocket stove.
Mm-hmm.
I know. We made one when we were camping.
Yeah, that's what
God,
I mean.
that damn, dude, we made 2 of them. I remember I did the split one, and then we did the one we drilled into with the freaking auger bit. And those things lasted for eons.
Oh yeah.
I was figuring you could some of those logs that you have from your tree, you could make a couple of those.
I was planning on it.
Okay. But I mean, I just thought it was really weird. I've never seen one at a gas station before, but I figured I might pick one up just because why
A lot
not?
of the gas stations are technically starting to sell them. I'll see them every once in a while, but not like down here. But like even when I was up there, I did see a few of those at gas stations.
I've seen the firewood, but not that particularly. But I just happened to look down when I was like, oh, that's different. And, I don't know how much they're going to sell it for, but
Yeah, they'll sell them for like $12 to $15.
so I don't know if that would be as an emergency backup cook source. That might be something to consider throwing in a vehicle. It's not like it's going to get, unless it gets super wet or something. It's going to be useful no matter what.
And you just put it in a plastic bag. But you're what you want to do is you want to get some heavy. I wouldn't say I don't know. I want to say lag screw, but not at the same time not a lag screw, but like something with a substantial head, and you just put 4 of them.
10 penny
roughly
nails.
About a quarter-inch from the edge of it. Something that has thread you can adjust. So when you're like on uneven ground or your pot has like a weird spot on it, you can adjust it with a wrench or pliers. So your pan sits dead flat on it.
I was going to say 10 penny nails would work too.
Yeah. Just make sure you take the spirits with you to get it level.
Haha.
Yeah, see, there you go. We'll go back to one here in a minute, but yeah. Apparently Casey's and Hy-Vee has them at the gas stations now.
I haven't seen those there yet, but I just found them at Murphy's.
Yeah.
Like literally the other day. And I just thought that was interesting. I would have picked one up, but I just didn't have the money for it. I was putting gas in. So there's that.
Yeah, gas is slightly more important than buying a random log with a hole in it.
Yeah. But mentioning it is cool, so that counts.
No, no, that works as an outdoor thing because that can be used for a lot of things.
Yeah,
as an emergency cook source, that would be something someone could consider as a backup. Because you have like a whole stack of those. Those would last you a long time.
Hey, Jason, imagine having one of those on a steel pan and stick that in the greenhouse.
Yeah, well, you still would probably end up with too much heat because those things put out a lot of heat. Because I know because I was using them, I would make my own because we get the cut wood from work, and I would make my own, and we would use 1 log a night in the house.
Oh yeah, especially when you're burning it through the center and you have to go outwards.
What if you used it for you make a homemade hot tub and use that as a 1 log fire for your hot tub?
Where's that?
It wouldn't work unless you have the coil going right over the top of it.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, when you do those log fire hot tubs, you have a coil that goes this way, and the fire is basically inside the entire coil.
That's what I mean. But you have that with that being shooting straight up in that one location, it'd be just enough for 1 day. That's about it.
Yeah, it would have to be a different system in order to run it that way. You'd have to have it like an enclosed steel case to have it heat up enough of the pipe.
I don't know. It's just an idea.
But yeah, it works. I mean, for backup, yeah, that would be kind of nice. At least that one's got the. Scroll down to the specifications. I want to see the dimensions of that real quick.
You got the Ultra Mini. Here's the original. Is supposed to be really big.
What? CR's live? Okay.
Give me a second here.
Well, that turd knows I'm live on Saturday, so he can go eat a bag of peanuts. Specifications.
I'm working on it.
There should be a thing all the way at the bottom for info.
It's made of Minnesota red pine.
So not chef, you like with the sandwiches?
Yes.
If that's pine, that thing will burn real fast.
One person was injured. Yeah, somebody was injured.
And it comes with a.
Yeah.
You move the label and use it as a wick. Oh, there's a wick bit involved. Okay, there's a wick in part of it.
No, you just remove the label, and that's where the bottom hole is at.
There's the dimensions. The mini is 5x6. The original plus the fire pit and roasting sticks is 18x4.
I'm not paying $150 for a whole log with a.
Yeah.
6x8 is the 6x8 is the.
There you go. That would heat the house all night. It would still be burning the following morning.
Well, it's pine, so that might burn a little faster than a hardwood would.
Yeah, no, I was using evergreen pear.
Well, when you guys were at the gathering, you were using ash.
Yeah.
That thing was also almost 10 inches across, straight across.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, ash will last you a long time too. So.
Yeah, you can actually when we had those right there, you can actually hear it.
Oh yeah, it sounds like a little rocket.
Yeah,
Insulate.
rocket stove.
Interesting. That's why I just thought it was really weird. So there you go.
Yeah, I see those. They actually sell those at my local grocery store in the firewood department, like down the random stuff department. Jason's throwing more shit over here. But yeah,
Yeah,
the ones they always sell here for the campwoods, they're only like 8 or 10 inches tall. They usually have chainsaw cuts at the top of it, and then they're stuffed with whatever, and then you just light it, and you just
that's
basically
the
have
book
a
I'm looking
fire.
for, honey.
Western Fertilizer Handbook. That's
Yes.
the book you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for. It's not just fertilizer. It is a soil science book as well.
Okay.
These things are hard to get a hold of now.
Yeah, I don't see any. I see some other places selling them, but one guy's just basically selling a square block made the same way.
If you see this book, you grab it.
I might actually have something like that in my local. Well, I can't say local bookstore because it's like 30-minute drive from here.
Yeah, but yeah, if you see this book and it's like, $5, $10, $15, it is well worth it.
Snag it.
Because they don't know what it's worth if they're selling it for that low of a price.
Or they do, and that's just what their market value is for it at that time.
And also, it depends on where it's being found.
Yeah. But this is my text. This is one of my textbooks I had when I was at Mundus Institute for my drift grass management. Yeah,
Ready to go back to what Bill was talking about, the trees?
Yeah,
Back to trees.
back to trees.
Never buy a tree under 7 foot. I have actually. So, in the last 3 years, unfortunately, I have killed 3 trees. That was my own fault due to negligence and some other stupid stuff because I haven't grown a tree in forever and I forgot how to do it. Growing a tree is a lot different than growing a plant. There's a lot more work involved. But I lost 2 dwarf apple trees, and then I lost 3 citrus plants. Again, due to lack of knowledge and some other mishaps.
Yeah, I don't know why I lost that one apple tree, and I got one, 18 feet away, and it thrived.
Could be the soil, literally.
Yeah, it could be.
But yeah, no, I have right now. I have a dwarf Fuji apple and a dwarf. I think it's Honeycrisp.
Yeah.
And both of those trees, after I repotted them into those big ceramic blue planters I have. Well, they're technically not mine; they're my parents. But we had other plants in there, and they weren't doing so well, so we repurposed them, and I got to use them for trees. In one season, each one of those trees grew like 4 feet. Like I am not joking. When I bought the trees, when they were in their little packaging and they were sitting on the ground, they were about here to me. Now I can stand on top of those pots, and those trees are now like 2 or 3 feet taller than I am. They absolutely took off.
Yeah, because
and they're essentially bare root trees, is what they more or less. It's a bare root grafted tree, is what most of those are.
Yeah, I've always had better luck with the smaller trees becoming established a little bit better, and they do better as a larger tree.
Yeah, I think you get a better root growth system on there than when you buy these. Like, he doesn't like the trunk unless it's 3 inches. And now, is that 3 inches in diameter or circumference?
He's probably thinking diameter.
Because 3 inches diameter, it's what, 5.5, maybe, about a 5.5 inch circumference, give or take, maybe 6.
Yeah, so that's basically a box tree.
Yeah. I don't like. I would get a tree established to that point, but the problem is it's going to be root bound. Because they'll only up pot those things at the nursery maybe twice, which is why most of the stuff you buy in like your box stores you're only going to get that it's like a 10 or 12 inch planter box, or the tree planters, and they're only about a foot deep most of the time. So yeah, you might possibly have a decent root ball on there, but the problem is your root ball is in a like basically a 1 foot square, and that's your entire root system.
It's
But
going
if you
swirl,
don't
swirl,
score
swirl,
it,
swirl.
squirrel.
Swirling. It's going
Oh
around.
yeah, you get the spiral roots. What they recommend doing that is when you do it, you just wait till it's a little bit dry on the outside, and then you just take a knife or like
your
I don't know,
fingers.
whatever you want.
Hard.
You score them all the way around, and it breaks those roots and it forces them to grow in a different direction. And I think that was one of the biggest problems I had with some of my other trees is not simply the fact that I didn't score the roots. I just did not have the proper soil, and I don't think they liked what they were in. So I essentially lost one plant during the winter, and I'd already had that tree 2 years, which really pissed me off because I got it in 2021 and I lost it at the beginning of 2022. So, but I mean, it was probably already a 3 or 4 year old tree. But,
And don't dig it with a piece of machinery like an auger. All you do is you harden up the sides of the hole, and the roots have troubles penetrating that. Dig a square hole.
Can you use a post hole digger?
no,
No.
well, you can, but
You gotta
depending
break
on
up
your
the edges.
depending on your soil, it's not you're not going to get much out of that with a post hole digger.
Yeah, with the like so with the clay soils, dig a square hole.
That's what I did with my tree up front, but that's in a 3 by 3 by 3 square, so it's like 9 square foot space, and it's wooden frame. It's a pine. It's a 3 by 3 by 3 square, like a pine box. Has no bottom on it, but like 4 sides.
Box tree.
And I'm hoping that tree will do well this year. I mean, we'll see what happens. It grew funny during one season. The top half, like the top leader branch, dried up and died for some stupid reason. So it sent out weird side shoots. And I don't know if it doesn't do what I want it to do this year, probably halfway through the season, I'm going to yank it out and I'm going to put something else in there. I might put one of my fruit trees in there.
Yeah, I planted probably close to 1,000 trees at the time I was with the city.
Huh.
And we'd always dig it the hole 2.5 times bigger than the size of the tree we were putting in.
Yes.
Just to break that soil up. We didn't add a whole lot of amendments to it. So it would just grow in its natural soil. Give it time for the roots to get out, get strong, and then it'll actually penetrate the native soil that's untouched. And we were digging in the Phoenix area. Excuse me.
Yeah, blueberries are. I've never had it. I've actually lost. At this point, I've now lost 6 blueberry plants over the last 2 years. I have not been able to get them to go. I'm growing them in planters, but I'm going to do something different this year. I have those new planters, the 16. It's the 15.9 by 16 inch, the 9. I think it's 5.9 gallon Alhambra plastic planters. I'm actually going to be planting some blueberries in those this year. I think they'll do a little better because it's got a deeper root system, and hopefully I can maintain those ones a little better than the other planters I had them in.
Do they need more water than average? Because I don't know anything about blueberries, to be honest.
Blueberries require a specific, I can't remember if it's alkali or the opposite one that they require in order to grow.
I do know that they're good for people who help regulate their moods.
There's a lot of antioxidants in it.
But yeah.
And they make great pies.
Better muffins than pies.
Bill, do you guys have any raspberries or raspberry-ish plants on the property?
Excuse me.
You okay, Jason?
Yeah.
I was about to ask if Molly was okay because I thought it might have been, because that's usually the one we hear over there.
No, my sinuses are draining.
Got you. You're having the same issue I'm having, right? Because of the stupid wind. It's not even.
I'm not having that issue, so I'm doing okay.
Yeah, it's because you're inside all day long.
No, I was outside all day.
Ooh.
I just happened to be inside right now. Okay, this one here is now prepped.
Oh,
What?
magic blackberry shrubs.
Ooh.
Apparently, some of the livestock are
Dispersed it.
have dispersed seeds, and they're just growing everywhere. So,
Is that good or bad?
oh no,
I got raspberries here too, so
having raspberries grow wild everywhere on your property is a godsend.
it's a curse and a blessing at the same time.
It's like wild strawberries. I got to watch out
They
for
do
those.
spread like wildfire, but it's a slow wildfire.
Oh, they're in the middle of blooming right now. I mean, the whole plant is covered in white blooms.
Oh, you got the prickly ass ones like my dumbass bought. Yeah, I bought the ones that have the pokey. Yeah, that stuff is like rubbing against a patch of metal.
Yeah, it hugs you and doesn't want to let you go.
Oh no, it is pokey. But this year, I have a feeling this year I got to do a little bit of an amendment on those. So I'm going to add a little bit of fertilizer, and I think those suckers are going to just run nuts this year. And on top of that, I did buy some yellow ones this season, so I do have the golden raspberries. So that's probably going to take about 2 to 3 years to establish in the pots they're in. But I am looking forward to when they do.
About elderberries or gooseberries?
I guess I'm going right now. I just planted a couple days ago.
Jason's got the gooseberries.
I like mulberries though, but we got.
Mulberries are, I know they're edible. Not a lot of people do eat them. Or most people usually either make pies or jams out of them. But
You got white or you got the black.
We got the black ones here. But
Or
the thing is, the place where we used to go grab them, they
look who showed up. How's it going, Doug?
Hey, Doug. Better late than never. Hey, we haven't seen CR yet here either.
That's because he was live.
Ah. On a good note, I got to organize my archery box while I was talking to you.
Oh, that's one.
I need some things for my kit. It's a little light for me.
2.5 hours. I might as well just go to 3. Screw it. It seems to be a good crowd tonight.
Hey, we got watching.
9 people.
Ooh.
I'm doing good at 2.5 hours, surprisingly.
Hey, I've been here since the beginning.
You were the first one in here. Jason was the next one, and then Grace.
I was paying attention, looking for you. I did not get a notification for you. I've been watching your homepage.
Oh, yeah. You know, I might as well let you all know, since weather is starting to change, hours are getting different. This will probably be my last week doing the 6:30 lives, and I will most likely be going either 7 or 7:30.
Your time, not ours.
I know, which unfortunately, I know for those of you who are like an hour or 2 hours up on me, it's going to suck. I do apologize, but with the extended daylight hours, I like to come home from work, even if I'm having a stressful day, and work out in the garden. I have a lot of projects I've got coming up in the property since we've gotten rid of the tree. The location where my truck is at, my white one, that whole area is going to be redone, and it's going to take probably me and my dad about a month or 2 to fix that whole area up within reasonable time frame. So once that is up, I can start repurposing or reestablishing where my backyard garden was at. So it's going to take me a couple of months maybe to get all that situated. Hopefully I can get to, if I can't get it this season, everything's going to be growing up front. So I'm going to have basically 85 to 90% of my garden is going to be in one area of the yard. And if necessary, it'll be a project for next year when I reestablish the backyard garden. But just as forewarning for those of you who are here, who always like to watch me, this is most likely going to be my last week going live at 6:30. Sorry, 6:30 Mountain Time.
Yeah, I'll probably be going 8 o'clock on Central Time on Wednesday.
I'll stick to my
I
7.
have more time outside.
Exactly.
I mean, you're going to be about an hour later or so coming in on my lives on Thursdays, which is going to be okay. It's stuff you gotta
Hour
do.
to an hour and a half, depending, because yeah, I like in
That's
the
fine.
summertime. I don't know why I can be dead tired. I can go to work on 3 hours of sleep, come home, and I will work until the sun goes down, which
Because
is like
that's your
6
Zen
hours.
place. That's your
Say
Zen
what?
place. Your Zen place.
I just like I'm stuck in a building all day long, and I really hate. At the same time, I like my job, but I hate being stuck in a building when it's nice outside and I can get so much yard work done.
So like I said, it's where you go to Zen. Find your center, which is okay.
Why does that sound like that? That's probably not a good thing to have greenbrier. Isn't that like pokey ass shrubs? If I'm not mistaken, greenbrier. Now I gotta look at that.
I'm not familiar with what that is. I've never heard of it.
I think it's a pokey ass shrub.
I understand what briars are, but I'm not sure what that particular one is.
Yeah, it's a pokey ass bush that produces. Don't know if they're edible berries. Woody vine native to southern and eastern United States.
I'm not sure what rhizome means. I have no idea what that word means.
Roots.
Oh. Can you repurpose the roots like cordage or anything like that, or no?
No, you can. The surface you can. You can probably break down the fibers, but
Yeah, it's like Bermuda grass.
The
rhizome?
Much about
Irises are rhizome. What else? Strawberries. Those are going to be stolons. I think they have rhizomes.
strawberries are weird.
I think they got both stolons and rhizomes, just like Bermuda grass does.
Yeah, pokey ass. Yeah, basically pokey ass bush is like driving through a freaking thorn bush.
I'd rather deal with the bougainvillea than that briar.
What's that one razor grass that that goes up in
Razor
field?
grass.
Huh?
Razor grass.
Yeah, it goes through. We see some of that here.
No, it's actually called razor grass, and that stuff will slice through your pants.
Johnson grass.
What?
Johnson grass. Or
It's razor grass to me. I don't care. It cuts. If it cuts through my pants, it's bad.
Yeah, it's from where I'm at, I just know as razor grass. That stuff is ridiculously sharp.
Damn.
I think it's because the edges are braided, like
It's serrated, just like a knife.
yeah.
Well, there's a lot. If you actually look at a blade of grass, even like your standard bluegrass, the edges of that grass under a microscope are actually serrated.
That's why you have a whole bunch of goats to eat all that stuff up and see what happens.
Every blade of grass, even leaves, if you look at a leaf edge under a microscope, everything is serrated.
Oh, yeah.
The worst ones are the razor grass and bamboo leaves.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to talk about something that will cut you, you rub a bamboo leaf the wrong way, and it's like getting a paper cut
Yeah, it's
with a piece of construction paper.
yeah, pampas grass is the same thing. Johnson grass, razor grass, even palms will do that to you too.
Palm grass will do the same damn thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd rather deal with the bougainvillea than briar.
Yeah, palm grass will get you too.
Mm-hmm.
Although that, I mean, in a controlled environment, that stuff actually looks really nice.
In a pot.
Yeah, if you have, again, in a controlled environment. But the problem is that the drawback to palm grass is if you have a large section of it and it gets windy and it's hot, that crap will start on fire.
All right.
Take care, AT. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for stopping in.
I'm about time for me to go myself because it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I pushed myself to the limit right now. I actually had to take a hydrocodone when I got back from the junkyard.
Well,
That-
yeah,
that
see,
was-
that's why we figured you passed. We didn't hear from you earlier for a while, so we all figured you passed
Oh,
out.
No, I was actually researching archery stuff. Sorry, my apologies for not
It's all
saying
good.
anything.
Miss
But,
you
yeah.
already, AT.
Be well. I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend. And by the way, for those people who celebrate it, happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow.
It is. Well, I didn't even know. I didn't even realize that.
So
I don't pay. I'm like not paying attention, but paying attention.
I'm already wearing my
Oh,
green.
wear
So
something
I'm good.
green tomorrow. Shit.
Happy
wait,
St. Patrick's,
wait.
everybody.
Half the stuff I have on me is green.
I'm not
Anyway,
even
take care,
Catholic. I
Colin.
don't
Have a
care.
good one.
All
Good
right,
night, Jenny.
night, guys.
Today.
Bye.
Probably not going to stay on for too much longer. Looks like everybody's rolling out. I know this guy's got to work in the morning as well.
Yeah, like I said, I'm glad I'm draining now instead of at 2:00 in the morning.
That's what a Benadryl is for. Just one or two of those tonight, and you'll be
Yeah, I
sleeping
just
like a log.
took some Advil, cold and sinus.
There you go. You seriously took an Advil cold and sinus after taking some freaking Canadian mist?
Yeah, it's been over an hour.
Damn, you like chugged that thing, Madfest. I'd like barely finished mine off. Like
I barely had
one
that much
month
in
ago?
there. At 2 ounces.
Well, happy early birthday to your eldest daughter there, Cecilia. Yeah, I've got. So we bought bamboo. We planted it in steel containers to keep it from spreading throughout the yard. Originally, we bought it as a barrier to keep one section of the yard separated from the other section of the yard. Those pots have since been moved to a different spot. One of the plants, one of the whole planters, all of the bamboo just straight did not do anything. So I ripped up as much of that as I could, redid the soil, sifted like 1.5 feet of that stuff, revitalized the soil with what I use as my personal soil mix. And then what I did a year before that, so this is actually the second year, so 2022, I had picked up some native bamboo that grows everywhere in the state. And it's the big bamboo. It's not the stuff you see in like Japan that's like 6-8 inches across, big old like 400-foot tall pieces of green bamboo. This is the smaller stuff. Usually gets about maybe 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches in diameter. That's circumference, not diameter. Sorry. So we're looking at roughly medium-sized bamboo, like this thickness, which is like inch and a half to 2 inches. Still good for a lot of things. I took a cutting of that from my neighbor's yard, because in between her yard and her neighbor's yard, stuff just grows in like this little patch. So I took a shovel, busted out a rhizome, little growth, probably about 6-8 inches, stuck that in the planter. That season, I had 4 pop up, 8 feet high, about 4 or 5 feet high. Next season, those are the ones that I had to transplant because they actually broke through. They actually split one of my planters.
Oh, yeah.
And they were popping out like 4 different sections. So I had to take a jigsaw, cut the plastic, and then cut a circle around that, and then I had to rip them all out. I transplanted them in that other planter, and right now I have 15 stalks popping up.
Awesome.
And that soil is still pretty much maxed out at the top of that planter. Maybe sank an inch, but I have like 3-4 inches of hay on top of it just to keep the cats from trying to shit in the dirt. But yeah, that thing is going nuts. And there's a reason why I wanted to grow the bamboo. We have the thinner bamboo, which is the stuff that I made these little straw thingies out of, which, I mean, small little pieces, still pretty got a good, they're good strength. This is actually the perfect diameter for a bow, for an arrow, but I did not have any of these pieces that were 100% straight. But the reason why I want to grow bamboo is because, one, it's a very fibrous material. 2, if I can get it big enough, I can do a lot of other things with it. Construction projects, a few other things.
Yeah, those are my little eggplants that germinated.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, these are the pictures I took today. There's that little one that's right there in that back right.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, just breaking the surface. These are the Armenian cucumbers.
Just peeking through.
Oh, yeah. There's the other two because I took a look at it this morning. These two were up, but there was nothing in these ones yet. I got home. That one was just poking through. And there's my gladiator gladioluses.
Yeah, those things are going to be taken off.
Yeah, those have only been in the ground with 10, 11 days. And then there's my first of my irises. That's going to be the blue one.
Nice.
Yeah.
The black one hasn't popped up yet?
No, I'm waiting for the black one to pop up. And those are my seeds for up and coming video.
Apple seeds.
Oh, yeah. And there's the ground cherries.
Gooseberries? Oh, yeah, the gooseberries.
There's the asparagus seeds. And those are the Armenian cucumber seeds. And I planted all this 3 days ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, you got that stuff inside the greenhouse. You've already got warmer weather than I do.
Yeah. And all that also have a heat lamp on them too. At
There
night.
you go.
Yeah. So it's keeping that little tent a little bit warmer. But I got the windows open for the rest of the greenhouse. Even with the windows open, I still hit 112 on Thursday.
Yeah, you need to pop them doors open is what you need to do.
I did pop the doors open. It was still a little cool that morning. That morning it was still a little cool. When I got home, it was pretty warm. It was probably 72, 73 at my lunchtime at 2 o'clock. But it was so hot.
It don't take much to heat up a greenhouse.
No, it does not. Even though I had the 12 windows open.
Yeah, I've had mine. It's crazy. Mine, because
Yeah.
I actually need to relocate my greenhouse. It's too close to the house.
Yeah.
So with it where it's at, it's not getting enough sunlight to where it should be getting.
Mhm.
Because I'm still in the shadow of the roof of the house.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually get full sunlight until about 9:30, about 10 or 10:30 in the morning is when it starts getting most of that. It's starting to be in the sunshine. But once that thing hits the sunlight, as long as I've got basically the slope of the roof, of the pitch of the roof in the sun,
Yeah.
I'll pop both the vent and the door open, and I'm not joking. Within 30, 40 minutes, once that sun hits about halfway down that greenhouse, that thing starts getting stupid hot.
Yeah, like I said, mine's still catching the shadow of one of the trees, but once it's in its permanent location, it's going to be full sun from about 11:30, 12, all the way until around about an hour before sunset.
Yeah, I've got a weird spot because of where my house is, like where everything's positioned.
Mhm.
In full summer, I get it. Like I said, I do get sunlight on that at about 9:30 in the morning,
Mhm.
but it's only like the first foot of the roof. But like I said, once I hit about 10:30, 3/4 of one side is basically 3/4 of that whole side's already in the sun. So I always pop the door open before I leave for work because I know in about 20 minutes it's going to be like 80 degrees in there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
but
sunlight until about 6 o'clock, until the sun hits about where my neighbor's tree is at, and then that partially shades that whole area.
Yeah.
But I'm still getting 8, almost 10 hours of sunlight. Yeah, it's like 8 or 9 hours of straight sunlight on that thing all day long. Black Locust Hammer. Ooh, I'm going to have to show that one. Give me uno momento, Bill, and I will pop that one up too. Man. I'm just going to let it run as it goes. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's a cool looking little hammer.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Hopefully I don't get dinged by stupid YouTube for copyright infringements. Blah blah.
We're not
blah.
we're not monetized yet. I don't think they even have us on the radar.
That's still a cool looking little hammer.
It is.
Now I gotta give Bill crap. What's with them baby forearms, bro? Just kidding. Oh man, you sanded off all the burnish on there. Oh, he's gonna gem it.
I'm just doing a quick check here. Find out what's going on here.
Oh man, that's the old school DeWalt.
Oh, is it? What is it? The 18-volt battery?
Yeah, I'm surprised that thing actually still works. I have one of those and none of my batteries work anymore. They're all toast.
Yeah, well, they make the adapters to go from 20 to the 12, or excuse me, 20 to the 18.
Yeah. I have a, but the adapter, dude, buying the adapter is actually just cheaper to buy the newer freaking drill.
I know.
But at least he's got the dead blow hammer. Those are always fun.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
I've got like 3 freaking stupid, ridiculously heavy steel hammers. I picked up one set. It was a cobalt set. They came with a hammer and a pry bar for like $12. And that hammer is heavy as heck. We got 20-ounce hammer. Haha, that looks nice. That's cool. But yeah. I don't want to get whacked too much. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There we go.
Now let's see, how am I doing?
Yeah, I'm doing it. The funny thing is, after I changed the title on that short, Jason, I'm still getting views on it.
That's good.
Because when I changed the title, here's the funny thing: when I went back and actually changed it, I was at like 190 something views.
Yeah.
And then the minute I changed that title, that thing went within minutes. I hit like 400 views.
Yeah, like I said, my views on my shorts are anywhere in between 400 to 600 right now. Every once in a while, I'll get a good hit. Then every once in a while, I get a really bad one that only does like 40 views for a short.
the
That's really discouraging, guys. Thanks. Especially the one I thought was going to be kind of funny. I was kind of hoping at least get at least 500. I only got what?
It was like 57 views or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, are you kidding me? I was just tinkering around with it. 31.
30. Ouch.
31. But I was just messing around with the editor.
Bill, I got to show you one of the hammers I made with a bunch of random pieces of cottonwood that I had around the house. I basically essentially made a cheap-ass sledgehammer. Head on that thing's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches across. And it's on about almost a 24 or 30-inch handle.
Oh,
handle is crooked as shit. I couldn't find a straight handle. No matter what I did, I wasn't going to straighten that one out. So it's got this funny crook to it. But yeah, essentially drilled it, shaved out the post spoke, and I stuck it in there, and I cut the end, and I stuck a wedge in there, and that thing has not fallen off, and I've had that hammer for like 4 years. Hasn't broke, hasn't fallen off, hasn't loosened. Like you can't even turn the handle in the head. All right, Bill wants me to show the pro shot on that video, so.
Hey, no weather alerts. We're all good. I can turn that off.
Yeah, I was on the wrong page. What the hell? So he says, what did he say? 6 minutes and what, Jason?
5 minutes and 29 seconds.
All right, here we go. Pro shot. Here we go. God, I hate when I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Sorry, folks. My brain is not braining today. I think I still have this.
Some of the
That's
nice,
nice.
on there. Nice runes on there. No,
Yes.
I don't want him barking.
There we go. Pro pick 603.
He's burning his wood.
Don't burn your wood. Having burnt wood sucks. Nice. That's actually a pretty cool little hammer there, Bill. I almost closed out the wrong window. Oh, that would have sucked.
Ooh, yeah. Guilty.
I did that one time. What was it, last week? I was just like, all of a sudden, I was in the middle of something. I was middle of saying something, and all of a sudden, everything on my side just completely shut down. I never even once saw the wheel of death on my side. All of a sudden, I was at a StreamYard. My internet decided to take a shit, and every one of my pages that I was on just went blank.
Yeah.
And it took me like 10, almost 10 to 15 minutes to come back.
No, I actually hit the X button at the upper right-hand corner, and I had like 4 pages open. I was trying to do a little bit of research.
I've done that before.
Oh, I'm done with that window. Click. Oh no, wrong spot.
I've made the mistake of I only did it once, but I accidentally hit Alt F4 one time in the middle of something, and it just like everything just disappeared. I was like, no.
There's a second hammer he decorated at that channel.
Nice.
That episode.
We are doing show and tell today. All right, show and tell it is. I will answer that question here shortly, Doug. Usually I am not, because I have work to do. Normally at work. I might as well give him a thumbs up on that one. I don't actually get drunk on St. Patty's Day. I'm normally working, so
No,
it's
but
not
everybody
a
else is drunk on that day.
standard drink day for me. I just kind of drink when I drink, but
Oh, that was my last one too.
go out to get. I don't wake. Damn it! I don't wake up in the morning and just be like, let's see how drunk I can get today.
Lately, I haven't been able to get enough of that cranberry juice, man.
Right there, folks. Bill says peace. He said, what was that at 7 something? Well, there we go. Check this one out. That is
Yeah,
dope.
716. Oh yeah.
Was it Rusty Pepper?
There's something that'll crack your nuts.
Should have named it the Krusty Pecker. I'd be dying if somebody named. So if Bill sees it, I know Bill sees this, but I swear to God, Bill, if you make another hammer that says the Krusty Pecker, I'm gonna be dying laughing. I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, he told him to do that, and he did it. I can't believe he made a Krusty Pecker hammer. I do like the cool little skull-looking thing right there on the end.
Also knows I'm looking forward to that video you're going to make on next Wednesday. That tassel should be big enough by then.
Oh, yeah, I've almost got the other ones almost going, so yeah, that's going to be hilarious. Yeah, got to get an early start. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow, so yeah, I can't get drunk.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow too, and I don't like being drunk.
We already did that once, and god damn, that sucked. I think I drank I had damn near half a bottle of Jaeger that night.
I didn't even drink that much.
Yeah, I drank like a half a bottle of Jaeger. I think what did I go through, like 5 cans of Red Bull that night?
You were wired.
Oh, I was both drunk and awake at the same time.
Yeah. Nope, I just had 4 or 5 shots that entire night.
Yeah, and you were milking them too, and I was sitting there. I think I had it was like 12, 16 shots of Jaeger, roughly, plus whatever else I was drinking. Yeah, I was fucking wired as hell. All right, take care, Cecilia. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
I think we'll go another 11 minutes for myself, and then I will call this a night, because it is
bottom of half of the hour.
Damn near 4 hours. Well, 3 hours at this point, which is going to give me enough to do next week and hopefully have my resets in like 5 days anyway, so I don't even care.
Yeah, I got next my next payday. I gotta do another. I'll be paying back again in the StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet or not. I mean,
Well, for $6. Yeah, yeah,
$5.
$25 for StreamYard.
StreamYard.
They offered me
Oh, we got
six.
six.
They offered me 6. I'll double check.
yeah, no, last one I paid for it was 23 and some change, or 25, yeah, 25 and some
I'll have
change.
to double check. Yeah, since we had to do a whole new
Do
pay,
it.
I kind of forgot about the paying the subscription because out of place, out of mind.
I'm not forcing anybody to stay here. I'm just saying I'm gonna go for just a little bit longer, and then
Bob
some of
Matthew.
it has to go because that. Luckily, as you guys saw, thankfully I was eating that lasagna, so I'm actually not like stupid tonight. But then again, I actually only did have the one,
Mhm.
so that does help a little bit.
One popular, one lasagna.
Eat both.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I just need to learn to milk one and just keep it going, as not just start chugging it. Take like little sips here and there.
Yep.
Unless
Just
I can,
be relaxed.
yeah, I mean, right now I'm feeling fine, but I mean, I got a decent amount of sleep. It's been a fairly good day. I'm looking forward to the one surviving hardneck garlic that I've got planted out of the like 30 that I had.
What happened?
No idea. I don't think they liked the planters that I put them in.
Ooh.
But here's the funny thing: the one that I do have surviving, I planted like 9 more in that exact, or like 8 more in that exact same pot, and only one of them survived.
Oh wow. What if a cat got in there?
It's covered in hay.
Oh, by the way, I walked into my greenhouse. It was like, oh, the garlic smells like, oh yeah. My garlic is really putting out that garlic smell.
Oh, I need to find somebody who like grows garlic on massive scales, and I need to ask him a specific question. I want to know if topping your garlic helps get them bigger.
I talked to my small ones, and they just grew shoots again.
They'll grow shoots, but that extra shoot is usually another layer or another thing of the garlic. But I want to know if like topping your garlic actually makes them grow bigger. So I'm gonna have to see if I can't get a hold of physically or through comments. See if I can't get a hold of James. I think his name is James Perdrioni, or God, what was the guy that was on Joe's channel the other day or a couple weeks ago? Oh man, my brain is Tony.
Was it Jerry from Butler?
Wasn't Jerry?
No, it was Tony from Simplified Gardening, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. Got another one here for Bill. I don't even know what page I'm on anymore, man. I'm like 3 different pages and. Computer, will you goddamn cooperate with
And I
me?
got one shallot that's showing growth
Yeah.
out of 3.
Oof.
Yeah. My ginger hasn't done anything yet.
Well, that's because Ginger's. Never mind.
Oh, I've seen worse.
All right. On that, Bill. On that note, I know what's wrong with that tractor. Ain't got no gas.
It's faint. It's fainted.
Yeah, let's see that tractor sleeping. Ain't got no gas. Yeah, he looks like he hit a soft spot over there. Hey, look, free breakfast and dinner and lunch.
Back it up a bit. I want to see where that tractor. Hold on. Hillside, bucket full of soil. Yeah, turn uphill. It'll go over.
I know, but look where the
Soft spot. Yeah, it's probably a
older
soft
gentleman is standing. That shadow right there, that looks like a soft hole. I think
Yeah,
that's where they lost it right there. Is they turned it, hit that soft spot, and that sucker just leaned over.
Yeah, I've seen them turn over backhoes. I've seen crazy stuff with equipment.
I've seen backhoes turn over.
I've seen a bulldozer belly up in the bottom of a canyon.
Yeah, that's hard to do because those things are usually incredibly hard to tip over.
No, it went down the hill. I've seen it. I've seen a bulldozer, a D8. The guy can open up the door and walk out onto the ground. They had to wait till spring to dig it out.
Soft mud.
Yep, they're scraping a green with the bulldozer, and it just sank.
Ooh, almost like quicksand. Yeah, see, look at that brown patch right here in the corner. That's a soft spot. No, it didn't look like anything was in the bucket.
I slid down and rolled. Yeah.
Yeah, see, look, there you go right there. Oh, I just missed it. Where did I
That's
go?
because of the ROPS bar.
Yeah, see, he had a soft spot right there. Looked like he had, I don't know, was that like a hay bale in the front or just, but yeah, he hit that soft spot right there and slid into it and said,
The
"Bloop."
bucket full of weight in there. Oh yeah, they'll go over real quick.
I do like the fact that he's got that road grader on the back end of it.
The buck scraper, yeah. I've
Yeah,
drop
those are
loads to keep from tipping over.
Oh, his old co-op partners.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, rode with a soft side. So yeah, that's what I figured. It looked like he had a soft spot right in that shadow. Clipped it and said, "Wee."
Yeah, I was top dressing a green one time and with a towable top dresser, and went over the green, down the green. All of a sudden, that thing was pushing me down the hill. The only thing I could do was step on the gas before I hit the wall. Because I was turning at the same time, and it started pushing me. I go, oh crap!
So okay, so he had a big bucket full of compost that he was trying to dump in a compost pile.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get that stuff up in the air, 4 feet up off the ground. Yeah, they become unstable.
Yeah, it throws that weight off.
For me, I've never flipped a piece of equipment.
That one threw me off for a second there. I put my beef in the crock pot. Like, why do you have beef in the crock pots? Peppercorn. Ugh, yes, I do not do corned beef and cabbage. The smell of that is just, ugh.
I love it.
I like it, especially the next day on sandwiches.
I have never liked corned beef and cabbage. I had to throw away a crock pot one time because I had a roommate that made that shit one time. Cooked it, don't know what he did, left it on the counter, and the next day that thing was completely covered in mold. And I was like, that whole thing's going in the dumpster.
It was more than a day.
If it was more than a day, yeah.
Actually, I think he left it in the fridge for like a week in the
Oh.
pot. And
That's-
yeah, I was just like, nope, I just threw the whole thing in the trash. I was like, I'm not even going to be able to. I took it downstairs, walked across the parking lot, chucked it in the dumpster, and I said, that's it. And he goes, where'd my pot go? I said, it's out there in the dumpster. You want it, you can go dig for it.
Disgusting.
Yeah, oh, it was nasty. It was, ugh. But yeah, not a big fan of that. For those of you who do like it, more power to you. Just me personally, not a fan of it. I don't hate you anymore, and I don't hate you any less for eating it.
Yeah, like on a sandwich with some
Well, the same.
onions, some cheese, some good Dijon mustard. No cabbage.
No cabbage.
No cabbage because that's all eaten the night before.
Yeah, but doesn't cabbage, like, if you eat like a whole thing of cabbage, doesn't that give you like basically the cabbage farts all night long?
No. My body's used to it.
And again, a cabbage is essentially a really dense head of lettuce.
So what's also fun is they make a nice burrito too. Instead of a
Oh,
sandwich.
even South says next morning with mustard, yum.
Yeah, with a Dijon mustard or brown mustard.
Spicy mustard.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we've got 1 minute left. I'm going to start winding her down because
Alright.
some of us have to get to sleep. And I know Bill's probably tired. His wife's probably nagging him right now. Like, get to bed.
She's crocheting right now.
Because he's like 2 hours ahead of me right now at this point.
Yep. It is.
I know South and
7.
everybody else is like way ahead too.
Yeah.
But South has said that he's more of a night owl, so he's usually up for fairly late on weekends. But start running her down, folks. I thank every last one of you for joining me tonight on this lovely, fairly topic stable live chat.
Most of it, yeah.
I mentioned food and CR still hasn't popped here. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock there.
Yeah.
How are you only 30 minutes ahead of me?
Yeah.
Oh, they're okay. I was about to say
Oh,
10.
okay, yeah, 10, 20, yeah. He should be the same time I am.
I was about to say, like, what did he mention? In between the cracks and is in the, like, in between time zones?
No, they only do that in Canada.
That one threw me off for a second. I was like, wait, what, 10:07? How's he 30 minutes ahead? There's no way. So he's an hour ahead of me. But anyways, on that note, thank you all for joining me. Bill, Cecilia, Amanda, Jason, Colin, Molly, Cecilia, let's see, Pepper,
Everybody.
Colin, Doug. You all have a wonderful night. I will definitely catch you in the next one. And hopefully I'll have some videos coming out this week. If not, you'll see them next week.
Yep.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
I got more coming out.
Definitely signing off.